hypothetically, right? You have a woman, right? And then all of a sudden she comes back to you and she goes, oh, I want to convert like gender. And you really love her though, but she wants you to start calling her different pronouns.
You know who you're talking to? She can go become a man in West Hollywood. You know, I met this girl. We flirting, right? We flirted for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
For sure.
And then at the end, I asked her number. And she goes, I thought you were like a woman. I go, excuse me. No.
Welcome back to the Gen Z Speaks podcast. We have a very special episode, as always. We usually say we have a very special guest, but this is a special episode, okay? This is a debate. We have a series coming up. Introduce yourself, guests.
My name is Lourdes, or people call me L, mostly. So.
My name is Mowhaaa, and I am a comedian.
What's that short for?
Mowhaaa? Muhammad.
Oh.
You added the ha.
No, actually, it's a long story. I don't know if you have time for it. But in high school, I was playing basketball. There was 3 Mo's. So our coach called us like Mo 1, Mo 2, Mo 3. And I was like, I'm not Mo 2. I'm back. And then my friend, clever boy, he was like, Mowhaaa. I was like, oh, I like that. Call me Mowhaaa. And then everybody started calling me Mowhaaa before I moved to America even.
It's stuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what's
and
up.
then spell it differently with the W, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's what's up, dude. All right, so today you guys are going to be debating each other.
Okay. All right.
The first question.
All right.
You ask the first question.
I'll ask the
the first question.
Let me turn this on real quick.
And you guys are joining the debate, right? Or
No, we're
No.
moderating you guys.
Oh.
We are moderating you guys. Don't worry. You guys can go all off, okay? All right, first question. In relationships and dating, do modern women even like men, or do they just tolerate them for resources?
It seems like they don't even like us no more. They just tolerate us.
it depends, man.
I
It
think
You
depends.
go first. Let the ladies speak. Who said
Yeah.
you go first, man?
Well,
My mic is not working, by the way. I have to yell. I'm not getting mad at him because his name is Muhammad. He's a fellow Muslim.
Mowhaaa.
yes.
Depends.
Sorry, ladies first.
Gotcha. Thank you. No, it depends. It's not even resources, to be honest, because I feel like, on my side at least, I feel like I do a lot already as is. Like, what else can I really get from a person?
Okay.
So I feel like for me, I just get really picky, if anything, because I think of things as kind of like more long term. You know.
What do you do? So tell it. You go after, but what do you do?
What do you mean? What do I do?
You said you do a lot.
Oh, well, I'm in the military, and then I'm a counselor for like mental health and all that stuff. And then on top of that, you know, like I'm also in school. I'm a full-time student at the same time. So I already, it's packed. I'm always packed. So
Thank you for your service.
But and you
Thank
make
How
time
you
for the
being
pod.
guy? Thank you for your service.
I mean, I do a lot too. Not for the country, for myself.
right.
What do you do?
I work out 2 hours, shower, go to work because it's an expensive city to live in.
It is economy, bro.
You know, and I also pursue my dream of stand-up comedy, act in auditions. And I feel like I don't have time to date, you know?
Right, yeah.
But I think that's one problem. Women do so much now, they don't have time to date. Or they don't really care. But women do appreciate a guy to hug them and give them warmth.
Yeah.
But then they're like, I'm done with you.
Well,
Picky is also another way of saying, you guys think you're too great for us. Let me tell you the problem with
Oh
this
my
generation of women, okay?
Let's hear it, man.
Let me tell you something. First of all, they are, no offense,
Go
dumb as rocks. I'm talking about younger women.
Okay. How young? How
I'm
young?
talking about 27 and below because I'm older, you know?
Okay.
Even my age sometimes it's like, I don't know. But let me tell you what the problem is. Not just are they kind of stupid. Also, they think they are a 10, attractive wise, but they are not. They're not even, like nobody's looking for them.
So
Let's
what
just
would
say
you
that.
go for then?
Huh?
What would you go for?
Maybe I'm picky, right? 'Cause
So you're-
I'm like, if you're not a 10 and you're acting like a 10 and you're not that cool to have conversation with, what are you bringing to the table?
So you have
know?
to act your standard.
You know, so my standards might be too high, but I feel like they're not bringing a lot to the table.
Right.
Maybe I feel this way because I'm not trying to date either. I'm just trying to, you know,
Who is they? Define they.
the women, younger women,
All younger
the
women.
Gen Z women. They see.
Every single Gen Z woman.
I mean, the ones I have seen, I haven't met all of them. So I barely meet them. You know.
But hey, you meet a lot of people in Venice.
I do meet a lot of people in stand-up comedy.
In stand-up,
My last show I did have 25 girls come out, so shout out to the women.
You counted? You counted?
25.
Oh, okay.
Oh, don't put me down. 20 minus.
25?
25. Yes.
Damn.
I was even surprised. I'm like, what am I? The black Matt Rife?
Do you think maybe it's also like a environmental thing, like where you're at, location-wise?
Very good point. We are in a city where everybody's selfish. Everybody want to be somebody. Everybody want to do this. If I was in maybe Kansas, I would have already had 5 babies with a beautiful lady that was grateful, you know?
Right.
But I'm in a city where everybody's like, I look good. I want to be this. I'm a star. I do this. What can you bring? And then we have all the sugar daddies that's 40 and above.
Thank
giving
God.
these women all this money. No, fuck them. Because they're giving you guys so much money and blowing the air up your ass. So now, a regular man like us, like, if I was looking for to date and be serious with a woman, I feel like it would be really hard. She was like, what the hell do you have? You just got a dream in $1. Get the fuck out of here. You know? So fuck those guys. That is.
Or you could tell him I'm the next Black Matt Rife.
No,
To my stock early.
I used to say, don't block your blessing because I'm the greatest thing that's going to happen to you.
You've said that before?
Yeah, I've said it.
You said that before?
I've said that. That's when they were like, don't talk to me. Usually, you know, when you go to the bar, you're like,
Right.
how you doing?
That's normal, though. That's a normal
And then
reaction.
she's like a 5, and she's like, look at you up and down, and she goes, don't talk to me. And I'm like, bitch, you just blocked your blessing. Do you know who the fuck I am? Mowhaaa. I'm going to be on billboards soon.
Muhammad number 2.
Only if it's just I become like that, you know?
Yo, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
How do you feel this guy putting women on a number scale, like 1 to 10? How does that make you feel as an independent woman in Los Angeles?
In Los Angeles.
To be honest, I do the same thing though, so I can't even like
I said it.
you know.
Interesting.
But like you do it too though.
I do.
There we go. So we're good.
No, I'm not perfect, but I think I'm
Me
great.
too.
You gotta love yourself first before you love somebody else.
I agree.
Some wise man said that back in the days.
Okay, so are most men only valued for what they provide, not who they are?
Seems like it.
That's how you think?
I don't think so. Oh, it's a yes or no, depending on who the person is, for
Okay.
sure. Because for me, I look more for I'd say somebody who would be a great, like an addition, like a great companion. Because I feel like I'm already full.
Okay.
Like I feel whole.
Yeah, you feel whole.
So it depends on
They're
who
supplementing you.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if they could be a great addition, if I see them as like someone that could be like a husband or a father.
Okay.
It depends on character, really. So
Fair.
Damn, you're pretty smart.
You're
Okay,
pretty smart.
she cannot. Whoever I was talking about, she's not part of it. She's pretty smart.
This is supposed to be a debate, not
hey, we're not supposed to agree, bro. We're not.
Please argue.
We're
I
not
would like
supposed
to
to
make a
agree.
point too. Demographic. You're in like the heart of LA, so things are very different. We're more in the sub. She's more in the suburbs.
Also, I
right?
think
You're-
upbringing too, because
Facts.
True,
upbringing and family. Because me, I'm
Yeah.
born in Philippines, so I'm very traditional.
Oh, you're born.
So,
in
I'm born there.
It's
Born and
like your
raised.
boy
So
Rumble.
are you a submissive woman?
I don't know about submissive, but maybe I am. Maybe I am, because I'm okay with the whole
it's red in
traditional
LA, that's why I
concept.
asked.
Yeah, I'm okay with the whole traditional concept. It's just that like I was like how like my lifestyle has been. It's a do or die. You know, it's a sink or swim situation. So I was like forced to do like all the independent stuff because if not, then you know.
See, the problem is the women I deal with in the heart of Hollywood.
Bro.
All looking for Matthew McConaughey's, and they're looking for these big boys,
Matthew McConaughey.
And then they're like, I'm in a bar, I can meet these guys. Why would I talk to this guy? He
Okay.
looks goofy, his hair looks crazy, And then- yeah, sounds crazy, no filter, comedian. But they don't realize there's some great guys that just haven't made it yet. I might be the Matthew McConaughey in 10 years, 20 years, what I mean?
Right.
You never know. Yeah.
Right.
But to their defense, though, this woman, I'm not ready either to, settle down. So, we all
Yeah.
looking for our dreams, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Still on a mission.
Let me
Yeah.
heat things up. What is wrong with men in 2025? What is wrong with guys like
Dang, he's sitting up straight now. Hold on.
You have to list some things that are wrong in your experience. I mean, you're in the military. So you deal with men all the time.
I feel like the viewpoint sometimes, because obviously, like sometimes I know I don't look like a person who serves the country and all that stuff, but I do meet people who I guess they think low of me already off the bat, or they already put me in a specific category.
Okay.
And
Why?
I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe because that's what they're used to, or maybe like how I look. I'm not really too sure. But
could be your age, because
Age too.
Girls your age are already, like I said, not looking for anything.
Yeah,
but to
age
take,
too, I
you know?
think.
So they might, because of the generation or the city, like we said,
Mm.
they might put you in that category. But it's not fair. Everybody's not that like that, you know.
Yeah, we're agreeing so much in this debate. It's
agree
awesome.
to disagree.
It's the best debate I've ever been to.
How old are you and how old are you?
I'm 23.
29.
29.
Oh, yeah, not bad. Good for you.
So you're
Nice.
pushing 30 and she's
I'm pushing minor, bro.
I'm about to be a grandpa.
Congratulations.
You got the woman in my life gonna take care of my grandkids. You know what I'm saying?
There we go.
What is okay? Let me ask you. What is you already said one of the things, but what else do you think is wrong with women in 2025?
They're looking like how cool you dress, your status.
It's like
your-
superficial then.
Yeah, there's a lot of. We live in a superficial city, right? In Los Angeles, like they're looking for like who's just social status, who do you hang out with, how cool do you dress, how respected are you. You know, back in days, women just wouldn't know. Can you club somebody upside the head and bring home the baby? You know what I mean? You
Talking
know?
like caveman times. Like,
Yeah.
can you hunt? Can I gather?
Can you be a protector? Now,
Yeah.
these women wouldn't even find out if I can protect them in a fight. They're
Yeah.
just like,
They look at your following,
they look
or
at
they
you
look
following,
at.
you who you hang with,
Right.
and all this. And
Gotta get that
that's-
following up, then, my boy.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to get my following up. Not for the women, just more gigs. You know?
For sure.
But also another thing that's wrong with the women, I think, is they don't really give you an honest chance. Like, let's say I meet a beautiful woman, right? We talk, we exchange information. I feel like she'd be talking to so many guys that plays for the Lakers, for the Rams.
Damn.
There's
Like-
so there's
like,
competition.
They have so much options.
You're competing with LeBron James.
Not necessarily LeBron James, but somebody on his team.
Yeah.
Sure. Because I talked to a girl once, and we had a great time, and she told me she used to mess around with Floyd Mayweather. I'm like,
Homie,
He's a
at that time you
billionaire.
gotta turn around, bro. You gotta look at expand your horizons
and
at that point.
I asked her, I was like, how stupid are you to talk to me? That's broke. You know? And she goes, you were just lucky. And that was I was. I was
said
lucky.
that you're lucky?
Yeah, but let me explain what she meant. And I agree with her 100% when she explained that. She said, I was having a good time. We had a pool party, day party. She was feeling good.
Yeah.
And my abs was out. I was having a good
It's
time.
the abs, bro.
And I was just a good time for the moment, and I got lucky, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I gotta be. I gotta figure out those small windows, because when they sober, these girls, when they're chilling, they might talk to you or talk to me.
Yeah.
But they also have options. You know what I mean? Like, and those options are not
Not easy.
regular guys.
Yeah.
Athletes, actors,
Like A-list.
billionaires. Like
Right.
Mayweather's a billionaire. And girls be like, I don't care.
Boxer ever.
Yeah, the greatest.
I feel like that's
But
dumb
girls be
luck
like,
though.
I know Mayweather got 200 girls, but if I can be one of them, I'm cool with it. And then every other guy.
Side piece of the side piece.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm the side. I'll be more than happy. Because he was attractive, of course, you know. And then luckily, you know, I got lucky a few more times with her. That was good.
Nice. Nice.
Stuck for a
Stuff.
Let me flip the script.
Okay.
What's wrong with women in 2024? 5. Sorry.
I feel like we also have the problem of being superficial though. You know?
Okay.
And I've met a lot of people. I'm not like, you know, I'm not gonna be like an anti-girls girl here, but then I have met some people who are like, oh, but they don't have money, or like they don't have, but that's the thing. I think it's environmental.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're seeing all the time. That's what they're
Right.
used to. And, you know, that's what influencers out here nowadays, that's what they promote. So to
Yeah.
them, that's like what's the norm. So it just comes down to values, really.
100%. What your family
Values,
brings you up with.
morals.
What's wrong
Yeah.
with men?
I think in the
Nothing.
city, men are also same problem. We're chasing our dreams. So we're not really like
Focus.
we're not like, you're gonna be my woman, I'm gonna buy everything for you. We're not doing that. We're like, I'm gonna win first and then I get my wife, you know.
So he's saying we're all unemployed, basically.
We're all broke.
Yes. Everybody's selfish. Maybe
But like,
that's what's wrong
don't
with
you? Because from my experience, I've met some people who obviously like men who expect the princess treatment though. You know, who expect like the woman to provide. Because like, for
those are
example,
not men.
yeah,
Those are better boys.
they're what?
Better boys.
Better.
Beta.
Oh, beta boys.
Yeah, sorry, my
So-
guy's accent.
What are you then?
I'm never expect a woman to provide for me, even though I have to work my ass off to survive. Because I'm a man. I grew up. I'm African, right?
Right.
My dad was a man's man, and my dad, like your parents, gave me good values. You gotta work hard, be a man, don't be like a victim.
Yeah.
And depends how you raised. I would never expect my woman to pay for me for anything. You know what I mean?
I think it's fine though. Like the whole 50-50
It's fine if you guys are dating and you split the
Right.
bills. Yes. But
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, in the beginning, it's
Oh,
crazy. You
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Those are not men. Those guys should just throw them in the garbage right away, you know?
Right over.
Back to Puerto Rico.
Yeah. Yeah, slip into that pile of shit.
Got it,
You know?
got it.
I can say that because I'm Puerto Rican. No, I'm not.
You're not, bro.
I was like, didn't y'all say this motherfucker was?
So what happens if you have to pay the first bill? Are you fine with that? Are you? Do you have a negative perception of
It depends. It depends. No, not really. I've been in a situation before where we were like mid dating and he lost a job. So we would like DoorDash together. You know, I'll
Okay.
do the run. He gets all the money and he does like just the driving.
Oh.
Homie, like I'm a ride or die, dog.
That's a teamwork. Right
I'm a
there.
ride or die. But that's
How
the
did
thing
that fuck
though.
boy fuck up?
Did he pay you?
Huh? No, I told him like he can have the whole thing.
She's a good
Cause it's
woman.
like it's like hard times and I'm fine. During that time I was
And you guys were
teaching.
hanging out too, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was cool,
So-
dude. Like karaoke, come
Yeah,
on, homie. Like it was
karaoke.
fun. It was fun. I was
But
having a good
See,
time.
when you're dating, that's fun. And I need to move to Gardena and figure out this good woman here. Because when I'm at, the bitch be like, I
We're
rather
not
be
in
on my
Gardena, brother.
Oh, yeah.
We're down here.
Down it. Same shit. Outside LA.
Bro.
Oh, no, bro.
South Bay, dog.
Oh, okay.
You're good.
That's
You're
like
good.
20
I know, I
minutes
know.
Below, you know, Santa Monica.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
The Mexicans live.
This guy is in like the heart of LA. It's like it's completely different
Yeah.
situation. Yeah.
See, I would like my woman to do that, you know? And then I'm like, you know what? I got to work harder for her. She's a good woman.
Yeah.
And
You gotta come to the suburbs, bro.
Yeah,
In
I'm
the
coming.
suburbs.
You know what? I don't have to leave LA to find a good woman. I think I just have to go out to the east or south.
Because if
you
you're in
know?
the city, I feel like that's where everybody's like aspiring, you know?
Yeah.
So that's where the horizons are more like, oh,
Everybody's delusional,
following.
yeah.
Yeah, it's bro, it's like
Yeah.
La La Land out
Yeah,
there.
it
It's
is.
crazy.
What's wrong with that?
Do not bring up
It is though, bro. It's so sad. Horror
Right,
movie.
you
Horror
better
movie.
like La La Land.
But TBH, unrealistic.
Yeah, exactly.
We all love it.
It's-
but
love
not optimal for women and men,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
La La Land is not a good film, but
Defensive. Immediately.
Yeah, the
Oh,
movie.
I was talking
Yeah.
about that movie. I was just talking about the Lululand.
The minute
yeah,
I hear the piano,
heart of
bro.
LA is the
I
Lulu.
God
made the
damn, yeah.
producer of that movie, La La Land, Fred or whatever his name is. He was very nice.
Oh, no.
The
Okay.
Producer.
Oh, of La La Land?
Yeah,
That's
La La
what's up,
Land,
bro.
yeah.
Dang.
All right. Do women want monogamy or do they just want a loyal man while keeping their options open?
Monogamy.
Monogamy.
Because for me,
Most women. not you.
most women.
Most women want monogamy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, from what I see, I feel like but that's the thing though, because
Yeah.
I feel like cheating is so common now. It's almost unavoidable, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Then there's no
Every
point in
single
dating. If
every
you
single
believe that, there's no point in dating.
exactly right. That's why I don't date anymore, or because it's just so unavoidable.
See, when I start dating, I tell my women, if the number one thing is if you cheat,
My woman.
I tell
woman
my
cheat to me.
property.
I'm like, this loyalty. is
Signs an
cheating.
NDA
Yeah.
contract.
No, it's like I don't have to sign no paper because I don't have that kind of money yet. I'm like, if you cheat, it's over. If you
owe me
it's
$5.
Loyalty, honesty, that's it. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And I feel like if I might date, I might meet a great woman and start dating her, right?
Yeah.
Right.
But if start dating and I'm not expecting them to cheat, you say it's normal to cheat nowadays.
It
I'm
is.
not
It
expecting them to
sucks.
cheat,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm not
and-
expecting
But
that.
after a while though, you kind of start noticing a pattern, and you're like, I know where it's
find
gonna
out
go.
if they're cheating. Don't just assume it. You know,
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
You can confront them.
But like they lie, bro.
No, you gotta confront them with the evidence that you have, and then they have to
Oh,
prove it.
so I have to get a lawyer.
No. No, you just do this. Can I see your phone, please? And if they say no and not do it on the spot,
Yeah, yeah.
then
That's like that's a giveaway.
That's a giveaway.
Yeah.
Because they can't give you the phone when they're ready. Delete everything. You know, they're gonna give it to you when you bust them.
Are you speaking from experience or what?
Because one time, 2010,
Yeah.
summer of 2010.
Yeah. I mean, because girls have always told me, "Can I see your phone?" And I'm like, "Sure." You know, when I'm in a
Yeah.
relationship, I'm like, "I don't mind. You can go through my DMs and text and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't mind." But women do that more often than guys. Once in a while, when I do, you gotta give it to me. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. Yeah.
Because I'm not a hypocrite. I'm like, you can do it too. And then when you tell a woman that, they do it every week. And you're like, bitch, are you trying to date me or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You know what sucks though? Okay, go ahead.
That's actually.
Is there some kind of insecurity in that?
Repeat that.
Is there some kind of insecurity in that?
Yes, it
Okay.
is 100%. But I feel like when the women keep doing it over and over again and they don't find nothing, I question them about
It
that.
feels projective at this point.
Yeah, and that's what I'm like. Let me see your shit.
Yeah.
But the only time I've done is like when they're doing it too much. I'm like, okay, let me see what you're hiding.
Yeah.
You know?
They're trying to catch
Did you
you
find
first
anything?
before you
One time,
catch
yeah.
them.
One
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, and I've probably done it like 3 times maybe.
Only
in my
one?
life.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but
It is what it is.
it is what it is.
Hey, that's a
I
blessing.
ain't mad at it.
That
I can
is-
look at myself in the mirror and not have
Yeah.
regret or have a shame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Or know that I'm not a bad person.
No, fair.
You know?
Yeah.
I believe in karma. They will get busted up.
Don't you think people are cheating more and more because
Yes.
of dating?
Yes.
Because we keep
Absolutely.
Probably.
going from person to person to person, so that's all we're used to.
You know
Probably.
their loophole though? The whole like situationship bullshit.
Situation.
There's a whole
But that's not
situationship
cheating
situation.
though. This ship is just a booty call.
That's why. That's
Yeah.
why. But then they treat
situation.
it like a relationship.
No, but that's
And then it's like-
what I do with my situationship. I don't know what you guys do.
Well, hold on. For our 70-year-old viewers listening, what is a situationship?
Situationship is like when you're just having fun with somebody. You meet, link up to have some good time.
Yeah.
You know, for old
It's a
people,
miscommunication.
Clear. It's not.
Yeah.
It's a miscommunication.
Yeah. So for old people, you know, when you sit on a porch drinking lemonade with the old Betty, and you're like,
Why are they old though?
I'm trying to explain it to old
Tell me.
people.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And then you're like, we have a dog for 40 years. And lemonade gets you fucked up, and then you end up, you know, popping a couple of edibles, and you and Betty have a good time. She goes back to her kids, her grandkids. That's relationship, you know? But situation, we gotta make it clear. Coming back to our age, you gotta make it clear. You know, like, listen, like I tell my situationships when I had it before. Listen, we can't just hang out every day. This is not a girlfriend boyfriend thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, but we just having so much fun. I'm like, yeah, but now you're trying to turn it into something that it's not.
You see,
And,
that's usually,
you know.
in my experience, it's usually the opposite. Because, you know, for example, right, like they want me like there like almost every day. So I'm like, you know, I'm cooking, I'm like hanging out, I'm
Well,
doing
that's
all
where
these
you're messing
things.
up.
But yeah, that's where I
Now
mess
you go
up.
from situationship to dating.
Right,
But they watch with how they get you in. They're like trying to see you more often.
right.
Same to a booty call. I'm like, don't call me before midnight.
Before midnight?
Yeah, don't call me before midnight.
What are you doing after midnight? You're awake?
It's not your business.
It's a booty. It's a booty call. No, it's
Okay.
after midnight.
I'm saying it's none of your business. You know.
Yeah.
Now, if you call me all day, you want to go for coffee and lunch, brunch, and all that. It's not a booty call, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm,
You know?
Mowhaaa says no.
okay.
No.
Okay.
You gotta set boundaries and stuff. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
That's
How do we end situationships in society?
Just stop
Who
Who needs
talking
do
to
more, men or
people.
women?
You can't.
You can't.
Why not?
I mean, I can speak for this city.
You can't backtrack.
Speak for the city.
Speak
Got
for this
them.
toxic ass city.
Justice.
This toxic ass city.
It
Some
is toxic,
people
bro.
need situationships because
Yeah.
they're so busy with their life, right? But they need like the fun time,
The
and
validation.
human thing. But they don't want to commit, and the other person don't want to commit, so they're on the same page. So they need that little time. Also, some people are just toxic. They love situationships. So I think it's gonna be hard with the dating culture. It's gonna be really hard.
It
to
is hard.
eliminate it.
It is hard with today's dating.
What you can do is though, you can set boundaries. What you think is situationship, or what you think is,
I think just communication, really.
yeah.
Set the boundary.
Yeah.
Set the boundary off the bat.
Who
Yeah.
settles more, men or women?
I don't
Women.
know.
Women settle more.
I feel like it. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we settle more because we're like, okay, we're content with this. You know,
Yeah.
at least we have them for a little bit.
Yeah.
But after a while, like you just have to,
It just like.
I think
you
it
have
depends.
to wake up a little
It
bit.
depends. If you're an ugly boy, you're gonna settle more. you know?
Ugly boy.
If you're an attractive man, you're not gonna settle as much. You know.
That's true
Let's
though.
be honest.
That's true,
Let's not
that's
be around
true.
the bushes.
But, like-
some people settle more, and some people
Is the
settle
answer whoever has more options settle less?
Yes, 100%. I believe.
Okay.
You know.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so because what do you call it? Hypothetically, right?
Yeah.
I'm in a situationship. What if like I just really care about a specific person?
Yeah.
But I do have all these other options too. You know, like. But because I care
Yeah.
about this person like more,
Mm.
then everybody else is getting ignored. Kind of.
No,
You see what I'm saying?
no.
Yeah,
you
bad
always care about-
experiences, man. You gotta
let me tell you something. You always care.
Explain it to her. Okay?
Yeah. You always care about one person more than the other person. You said, right?
Sure.
That person's probably more attractive.
Not really.
Whether physical or emotional or mental.
Yeah, physical.
Is that
emotional.
true? Would you
Yeah,
agree?
it's more emotional.
more emotional.
More emotional.
Is okay
But-
because an
but-
emotional
but-
connection doesn't have to be attractiveness.
I agree, but let me take a step back.
Okay.
Before you got to the emotional connection, before you get to know this guy,
Yeah.
what made you to even talk to him? He must be in some physical attraction, right?
He's the homie.
Oh, so he lured you in.
Yeah.
That guy's a sneaky guy.
Yeah,
But
bro.
I'm saying it, strangers, before they even talk to each other, it has to be attraction. Before you get to the emotional
Yeah.
part, you know?
It has to be attractiveness.
So you have to be like,
That's true.
She's nice. I want to get to know her. And she'll be like, he's attractive enough. And then when you get to know her, be like, he's a piece of shit or he's a good guy. And if he's a good guy, emotion get there, you know, and then you stay with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Now you have other options. Guess what? You're gonna go with the more attractive, I think.
Are you the type to like have like women that as friends and stuff just to keep them around?
No. I
No.
have a lot of women friends.
So you're not attracted to any of them?
I'm attracted to some of them. But, but it's the
One
thing.
woman that Mowhaaa likes.
Yeah. But guess what? I'm very what do you call it?
Keeper.
I'm a strong person like when it comes to controlling my
Your animal instincts.
yeah. Because I'm like, she's beautiful and she's nice, you know, and sometimes my friend women we have a good time, right? But I'm like, why would I ruin the friendship thing, especially if we are just friends, when I have other options? You know what I mean? I don't have to, you know, I guess it's easy to control myself from doing anything with my friend girls because
So if they
I have other
initiate it,
options.
if they initiate it, if they ask you first, you would say no completely
yeah,
because you have
that's what I mean.
really.
Being strong. I had said no, yes. You know, sometimes you know, I said no, keep it in your pants.
Keep it.
Keep the big old thing in there, you know, girl.
Got it.
Do you think guys and girls can be just friends?
Yeah.
What if
I
they're
think so.
attracted to each other?
Oh, that's different. I feel like if there's
Yeah,
a
that's
mutual
different.
attraction, that's a little bit different. That's when things get crossed, you
Yeah.
know, and that's when it gets messy. But
Right.
I think it's a little bit easier when one's more attracted, you know, to the other person, and the other person maybe has no idea or, you know, had set their boundary and communicated that. So I think that's the only time where it's really possible if there's like some form of attraction somewhere.
There has to be some attraction.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
So what's the ultimate verdict? Yes or no?
Yeah, I think it's
can be
possible.
done.
Yeah.
What do you think?
They can what?
Can
Be
men
friends.
and women be friends if they're attracted to each other?
Oh,
I believe.
I would say no. Actually,
no,
never mind. No.
But I think they can in one sense. For example, if I have a girlfriend and her friend becomes like we've been dating for years, her friend becomes my friend, and she's very attractive, and then later on we break up and we're still friends. I don't think I would mess with that girl. You know what I mean?
Oh, so it's kind
Even
of
though
like
she's
a
attractive,
respect.
it depends. But if we met and we both attract each other and we became friends, that's kind of weird. First of all, I don't do that. You know, like I'm not trying to be like, oh, let me be friends with her. Maybe I can get her later. You know what I mean? But some people do that. Some
You're not
people,
playing chess. So.
yeah. Some people do that though. They do like they got
do.
her. You know, they do that sometimes. You know.
Yeah, they do. It's common, man.
So you said no as well.
Follow hood
I'm gonna
girl?
say no as well. Yeah.
But yeah, I love
I'm gonna
it.
say no.
Yeah, it's crazy.
If there's an
Wow.
attraction, I think it's already like bound to fall.
Why do you think it's bound to fall?
Because someone's gonna cross it, and then if they don't like the response they get, then it's either like they're offended, or they're gonna try to keep like poking it, or they're just there lingering, waiting. So you don't even know if it's genuine or not anymore.
Right.
You know, so sometimes you feel like they're probably just waiting
Okay.
for like something to happen, or like for that magical time to finally.
To hit.
Yeah,
And it'll
yeah.
never hit.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's the point of casual dating? Is it worth it?
I don't do casual dating.
Why we talk about casual dating in situation? Can we talk about dating?
Yeah. Straight up, like, why is dating worth it? If there's so much chaos, if there's so much uncertainty, why even do it?
Because we came from Adam and Eve. But why I say this? Because at the end of the day, we're still gonna end up with somebody, right?
Yeah.
So even though we live in the worst time when it comes to dating, we still have hope deep inside.
So it's hope that drives.
Yeah,
drives
and I
you.
think
Okay.
when you're ready and you're looking for somebody, you're gonna meet a lot of bullshit, right? In the dating scene. But eventually, you might find somebody.
You might get lucky.
the reason I
You
say
might
this
get
hope,
lucky.
you might get lucky to find a good woman like her, right? And then you're like, oh, all the 5 girls I went on date with last 2 years was horrible, right, people? But now I didn't give up hope. Look, you find somebody, you know? That could happen.
Yeah.
That's the point of dating still. Because at the end of the day, we still want to end up with somebody. Especially when you get older, I think you want to meet somebody.
Yeah, it's more
settle down
serious.
with,
It's more like long term now.
And I think when you're young, that's why high school sweethearts don't last long.
Yeah.
You know, unless you live
It's
in
rare.
Alabama.
Alabama.
And you like fucking...
Population 3.
yeah.
Keep it in the family.
Yeah.
You have no
Because-
choice.
Most likely your cousin, you don't have a lot of options. But I'm saying, when you're young, you date somebody and you love with them, somebody's going to get their heart broken.
Yeah.
And then when you like just young and dating everybody and everybody's being a piece of shit, it's going to look bad.
Yeah.
But eventually you could find somebody.
Don't give up.
Why
give
did
up.
you stop? You said you stopped dating.
Like
What made you wanna stop?
casual dating, because I think there's a difference between casual dating and like actually being
Being
interested in,
serious.
like serious dating.
But the lines are so blurred, right?
It is very blurred.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't see
I
it.
agree. Because no one really wants to I guess address their intention off the bat, like on
I
the
was about to
first
just
date.
say that.
But let her finish real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
No, yeah, nobody wants to like address their intention off the bat on the first date, you know, whether it's like, oh, we should hang out again more, but then, you know, is it just like, do they want to just hook up at the end of the day and then they'll, you know, leave? Or that's why I just think I stopped doing that because I just know how it is, or I'm just making an assumption and I just don't want to be a part of it.
It's hard to not make an assumption if something keeps happening
Yeah,
over and
yeah,
over.
of course.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, the casual dating and the other thing, the only difference is you gotta basically be very clear.
Yeah.
You gotta be like this is what I want. Is this what you're looking for?
Right, right.
And you gotta do it with every person you see. And some of them, those people are gonna lie. Yeah, I'm looking for serious. You know.
Yeah, but
They gonna
you
lie.
don't really
But you what
know.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
You keep doing it, and you stay in your ground, and you're not giving up too much, and you then maybe you find the person more likely.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be like strict.
You're
with it.
clearing the other ones. Yeah, I get you.
Is chivalry dead?
Yeah.
Chivalry is dead?
Oh, 100%. 100%. It's dead.
Why?
It's dead, man. Like, I feel like it's flipped. They expect the things that's supposed to be like a man's role, like for a lady. I feel like it's dead because they don't even know how to treat a lady anymore. And that's why I guess like a lot of people now have like this toxic femininity, like more common. It's like up now more than ever, to be honest.
So do you think it's because of feminism or because women didn't appreciate the chivalry as much?
Bit of both.
A bit of both?
A bit of both.
I don't think chivalry is dead.
You don't think chivalry is dead?
No, because even if I go on a date with a girl, and I know it's like situationship, right? It's not even serious dating. I do chivalrous thing. I open the door for them. You know, I pull the chair out. I pay for the bill. I don't think chivalry is dead per se, but I can see why you think that because younger you are, worse it is.
Yeah, the younger it is, the more.
You know?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's dead. Now, there's guys my age or older that's not good with chivalry. They don't give a shit, you know?
Yeah.
And I understand why women lose hope of it because it's hard to see chivalry nowadays. I think it's rare to see it.
What would you define chivalry as? Do you think it's just like
Be a
you're
gentleman.
opening? Yeah, okay.
You know,
all right, that's fair.
Like if I ask you for a date, I'm not gonna be like, oh, don't order the whole menu. You know, don't. You know, I'm not gonna try to control you. You know what I mean?
Big back off the
I
bat.
asked you out.
Appetizers only.
Yeah.
Dollar menu at McDonald's.
Just the shareables.
Right. And also, if you can hang out with me, I'm making sure you get home safe. You know, if it's Uber,
Okay.
or I'll take you. That's what I think chivalry is. You know, be a gentleman at that moment, even though. You know, because I feel like when you're in the presence of a woman that trusts you to come hang out with you, as a man, you need to make himself feel safe and, you know, comfortable.
That's true.
Now, does everybody do that? No, most likely they don't do that. But I was raised differently, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
also, I can tell a woman
I
right
guess
away.
it is like,
I'm
yeah,
like, I
based
like
off
to
how
have
you're
fun with you. We like to
Yeah.
kick it. But if we go on a date, I'm going to still treat you like a woman. You know,
Is it because okay? So what if it's just you and homegirl? Like you guys are just friends. Are you still gonna make sure they get home safe?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
if
but
they're
I'm
just your
not
friend.
paying for all that shit.
No,
You know?
no, but-
yeah. I'm not text me if it's late. Yeah,
Yeah.
text me if you get
Okay.
home. Yeah, but the hunger is different, you know.
Okay.
Like I'm not gonna try to romanticize it.
Because it's
you know?
kind of like,
Yeah.
are you gonna pay for your homies when you guys are
No,
out?
yeah. I think the paying is a different situation when it's friends, but I think make sure they get home safe.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm like,
Yeah.
text me when you get home.
Right.
It's a woman at the end of the day, you know.
Okay. Another question. Okay, you're at a restaurant, you're at a bar, you're with your homies, whatever. She's there, and then some dude's like being too pushy, like pressing her. Are you saying, "Hey, dude"? She's saying, "Stop," or are you like, "This is her deal"?
I'm saying to him, if you keep doing that, I'm gonna put you in the hospital.
Okay, see,
Yeah,
that still
Floyd
works.
Mayweather
Still
right
works.
there, bro.
Yeah. Even if I don't know
Mowhaaa?
the woman, even if I don't know the girl, I'd be like, yo, don't be too aggressive with the lady,
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Some guys can't take it no
Too
for answer.
aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, you can shoot your shot, but
Yeah,
don't be like, you know,
don't be touchy.
or
and
touchy
weird
or
shit,
grab
yeah.
her with, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
waist. Like, I don't like that,
Yeah.
you know?
What does chivalry mean to you?
Like what he said earlier, I think just being a gentleman. I think that's not as common. I think in our generation, really, it's not. Maybe it's not taught. Maybe it's in terms of values. Maybe it's the norm. I'm not really sure what it is, but I haven't. I don't think I experienced it a lot with our generation in our area.
So what if you want to share like a personal experience where you were like, wow, like no manners, zero chivalry, just nothing.
Yeah. There's this one time I went on a date. We took separate cars for sure. So, they came in late. We paid half the whole thing, and so that caught me
And
off
this was a
guard.
date?
It was a date.
Okay.
And then that caught me off guard because I was like, I didn't even want to come, bro. Like, why am I
Yeah.
If
paying?
you ask a woman out, if you ask anybody out,
Yeah.
you know, you got to pay for it.
Yeah, because it's like I don't even want to come. I don't want to be here. Why am I like paying for what, homie? Like he got like ribs. He got like a whole, and we paid half, bro. We split that thing, and I was trying to be polite.
Caesar salad.
I was trying to be so polite.
That's crazy.
I
You
was.
said it was a day, right?
It was a date.
It
Yeah.
was a day.
Hold on.
It was a
Hold on,
day.
he wants
It
you to
was
pay
a
half.
date.
He's
I paid half of his, bro, and he got like it was a date.
So
Yeah.
basically, you paid more than he did. 'Cause he made more
Yes,
than you.
bro. I had like what did I
Wow.
get? I think I got like some chicken wings. I didn't even get soda, bro, because I thought I was under the impression that he was paying. So I was trying to be nice.
Yeah.
So I got like water,
And
some
you were
chicken
all
wings.
like, yeah.
Yeah, dude. He had like he had ribs.
That's crazy.
He had like a
That's a
3-course
compliment right there.
appetizer. Yeah, and I was just like,
He's trying to be
wait,
Swindler from Netflix.
bro. It was so bad. After that, I went ghost. I just
You
didn't.
should.
Yeah,
Guys like
total
that.
bill?
Don't,
it was like 65, 70 maybe. Because I still wanted a tip. You know,
yeah.
I'm not gonna
that
be
is
a
very
B.
cheap.
Oh, yeah.
Very cheap. In
Yeah.
LA, where I eat myself is like $50-$60.
Yeah.
Dates is like $300.
Yeah, that
For
was.
you,
a-
$50-$60 bucks.
What are you eating, bro? Like,
where-
god damn.
I mean,
Fucking
like
A, going to bowl every day, huh?
No, I never go to bowl. I mean, I go to bowl once in a while, but
Yeah.
just getting a smash burger is like $20 nowadays.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
That's
true.
true. Yeah.
And then I'm a big boy, so I get like 2 double,
Oh.
and I get like fries,
Yeah. You eat
drink.
good.
You know, I'm trying to eat good because I'm trying to get this gain. You know, not going nowhere because I'm Somali. It's in my you know, in my genetics. You know, but it's expensive going on dates
Yeah.
in LA.
It is.
You know,
It is. For a
So
nice one.
when the bill came out, what did he do?
right?
He just was like,
No.
We're going halvesies, right?
Huh? Yeah, no, actually, pretty
Sick.
much. Yeah, so the bill was there, and I was just like, all right, well, I'm assuming he got it, right? Because, you know, I was trying to be polite this whole
Yeah.
time. And he goes, we're going 50-50? And I was like, yeah, no
Oh,
worries.
you're
We
too
got,
nice.
we'll
You're
do
too nice.
50-50.
You're gonna be like, let me check the bill. Mine was $20, yours was 40. So you,
I know, but that was my last, in my head, though, I already, like, set that this is the last time I'm going to see this person.
well, still you could have paid for the wings and still never seen him, because that's crazy that he made you pay.
It's a pride thing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a
she's too
pride thing.
nice.
So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know what? I guess. All right, maybe he's going through it. I don't really know. Let me just, and then dip.
Oh my
So is
god.
pride the biggest thing that comes in the way of guys and girls trying, in getting a meaningful relationship?
I think ego.
Yeah.
Ego
Like,
could
yeah.
be it. Ego, because I think with ego, that's what. First off, I feel like that's what keeps you from finding common ground when it comes to arguments, for example, right? That's what keeps you from, I guess, owning up for like your
100%.
mistakes.
Yeah.
So ego, I feel like is a big thing. You have to like really surpass that for you to have a successful relationship.
Right. No, ego and pride for sure, but I think more importantly, accountability.
Yeah,
A lot of people can't take accountability. A lot of women, I'm sorry, can't
it
take
is a
accountability.
little bit.
You know, now a lot of boys can't take accountability, but when you grow up, you take more accountability. You know, and I feel like if you have ambition, it's easier to take accountability because you know you have to take accountability for everything you do. Like even you're chasing your dream. You know. Yeah, I had to break up with a girl, or not break up, but I stopped talking to her because she couldn't take no accountability. You know. And she's trying to nitpick, like, you were late 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, I know, I'm sorry. She's like, no, but if you wasn't late 5 minutes, I wouldn't be having attitude. And I'm like, you having an attitude? I'm paying for everything. What the fuck? It's like, oh. I'm like, yeah, at least take accountability for having a bad attitude the whole day. And she couldn't.
Really?
Dang, the
So
whole
I'm taking
day.
all accountability. I'm paying for everything. And I'm the bad guy.
Full accountability. I'm paying for everything.
Like, I'm the bad guy. She's like, yeah. I was like, all right, I'm done.
Deuces.
Dang, homie.
Oh my god.
And then she's trying
Selection's
to
low. Selection's low.
She tried to come back, and I was like, forget it.
Was she
No.
an Instagram model?
No, she was very attractive though. She could have been, but luckily she wasn't showing her, But that's the other reason when they're very attractive, they have no accountability either.
You think it's like
Also, she has other options.
what's
I
the
guess.
word? You think it's just like how they put themselves in a pedestal
Yeah.
kind of thing?
Because a lot of guys put them in the pedestal, so
They
believe it.
do. They do.
But this is what I
man.
told her. I'm like, if you think you can get away with not having accountability, what makes you think I'm gonna accept that? She goes, well, there's so many reasons. I'm like, no. I'm like, a lot of guys will accept that, but I'm not. And if you can't take it, I can't fuck with you.
Right.
And she couldn't accept it, right? And I said, fuck off, right? And then she tried to stay with me, and I was like, no.
How are you healing from this, man?
I was never hurt.
Okay.
Oh.
It was too soon. We just started talking. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It was
okay.
like we just started going on a few dates and hanging out, and we had a good time. And that's why I think she called me, because she knew I'm a good time. Yeah. And not like a gentleman.
You're like a
you know?
jester, man. Like,
You're a funny guy. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm goofy as fuck, and but I'm like, if you get the accountability, I'm not gonna accept it.
yeah.
Okay.
That's the next question.
All right. Next question, boys and girls.
Go ahead.
How do you? I have another question, but I'm curious about this. How do you teach? How do you teach chivalry? Let me put a precedent question here, or statement. I think people aren't as accountable, like especially our generation. We're not as accountable, not as chivalrous, is because we don't have as much responsibility when we're younger. I think just being in America, right? Because I think we're very blessed to be in America as it is. Our parents, even though maybe they're not doing the best, it's still a lot better than other places, right? So they kind of hide you from scary things. They keep you from bills. They keep you from worrying, and that keeps away the responsibility and accountability. So they're not really teaching us chivalrous things, right? Because they're not giving us responsibility to do
It's
that.
too easy now.
It's too easy.
Everything's too I think
I
accessible.
disagree though,
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
because I think if you're African, especially if you're Somalian, my parents did not cuddle us. They did not hide nothing. They told us how ungrateful we were. They're like, "Do you want me to replace you with your relatives?
Yeah.
They have the same name as you.
That's a threat, man.
But also my dad showing that working hard and showing by example.
But you're a very specific situation.
Right.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're right though. If your parents are cuddling you and they're not telling you everything,
Yeah.
it's hard for you guys to take accountability. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like as a man, you learn that as well. Because you are pursuing your own dreams and you're doing your own thing, and when you're pursuing something, you have to have accountability. So
You have to, yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you teach chivalry to this generation?
I don't know.
It's hard.
You throw
It's
them
hard.
into the flames?
You have
Because
to. You
I
have to.
feel like I had a culture shock when I got here. Because I got here maybe when I was like 10 or something, right?
Okay.
And then I see the difference between like the kids from back home to like the
Yeah.
kids here. Because like I said, everything's too easy. Like everything's too accessible.
Yeah.
So I feel like but they're a lot less grateful for what they have. Because the basic things that they can get here,
Yeah.
that's like amazing over there.
Right.
That's something that you have to be like very privileged to have. Like internet, freaking food, water.
Yeah.
You don't have to like walk to a well for it. And so I think it's just being bro, you remember that? Good times,
Remember
right?
digging wells?
Buddy was a well walker.
Bro, no, it's just like I think being humble or like having some type of like being humble.
Right.
Not a lot of people have that because everything's just a norm.
Right. I try to also remember that, like when my parents was like telling us about how people are struggling back home. And when I'm like feel privileged here, I'm like, why am I not getting this? Why I'm better than this guy or whatever? I have to remind myself. I'm like, I'm still living a great life.
Yeah.
Right. Because I could be living as a child
Somalia.
soldier,
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
I'm saying, but
I don't know if that
It could be.
I could be
could be in
walking
Somalia.
40 miles to do anything.
Or as a pirate.
So I'm like, I have
Viking.
yeah, exactly. I went through all those lives, So I'm like, I remember, I can. Comparison is the thief of joy, right? Like, I'm happy because I do compare myself because we do all naturally, but then also I'm like, I humble myself quickly. I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm grateful to be here.
Yeah.
to do what I love, to have this, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
To be in
So
LA.
would you say though that I guess like more poverty like places have more chivalry, considering that?
I don't know
Is
about
that-
chivalry.
No.
I don't know about chivalry,
Right.
but they're more grateful for sure.
Oh, for sure, yeah, more grateful. But I don't know about like I think it helps develop values, but I don't know about would that fall under chivalry or
Yeah, it does kind of because when you like, I know chivalry because my dad was such a gentleman and a man's man, right?
yeah.
And that teaches chivalry. Maybe he's not saying this is chivalry, but
Yeah, yeah.
you see it, you know.
So it's upbringing.
You see how he treats
Ultimately.
the daughters, how he treats, the woman around. You're like, okay, I got you, woman.
Yeah.
Like a gentleman. And I guess you can learn from them, but they're not really teaching that. And I think it's easier when you're in a tougher environment.
Okay.
So traditional relationships, are they the ones that brew the happiest relationships, the most
I
healthy?
think so.
Traditional?
Well, it depends
Yeah.
what's your definition of traditional
That's
like.
up to discretion, right?
Okay. I think so. I
You
think
think
so
so?
because I mean, I've like what's traditional, right? Like I think that's husband, wife,
Yeah.
some kids. But now I feel like there's so many things coming up. Like what is that when like they have a bunch of
Poly.
yeah,
polygamy,
poly.
yeah.
That's a thing now too. I'm not.
Mormons.
Yeah, Mormon. Yeah,
Polygamous.
there we go.
Yeah.
Platypus. Like,
The polygamy.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a thing now too. That to me is insane.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That to me is insane. I
Yeah.
can't ever see myself doing that.
Open relationships.
That's a thing too,
Yeah.
and that
Yeah, I never.
Open marriages.
open
That's
marriage.
great.
Marriage,
That's the
that
worst
is the thing.
That's the worst
Bro.
one.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's not even only our age.
I think I'm
Yeah.
old school at
Older
heart.
people.
Like I can't do none of that.
Yeah.
It falls
I see
under
what celebrities
values.
do the poly thing. Like Neo got 4 girlfriends now. Or whatever.
Who?
Neo, the singer. Neo.
What?
What?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Yeah.
What?
On Valentine's Day, he had a date with all of them, and they were all like he was all giving them roses, and then and they,
Playing
and
The
he was showing them
Bachelors,
off
bro.
on social media.
My lady.
Assemble.
But I mean, if you have millions, you can take care of a woman. you
Yeah.
know? But even when I get the money, I'm like, I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Too much drama.
I just want one woman that, because eventually I want to be married, have kids,
Yeah.
That's crazy because I would assume that there'd be some type of like competition, right?
I
Like who's
totally
gonna be the
for it.
most
It is.
favorite,
Yeah.
right?
is for
I
sure.
feel like that's horrible.
It's gonna be toxic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fighting over me.
It's like a gladiator
I
fight.
mean, when you're a secure guy, you probably want the women fighting for you.
Yeah, when you're insecure, 100%.
Dang man,
So you're saying Neo's insecure?
Probably. Probably.
Neo.
Me, I haven't had a head since I was 14. You know what I mean? So
When did you move here?
when I was 18.
When you're 18.
Yeah. I went to
Oh,
college,
dang.
yeah.
11 years ago. With your family or just yourself?
Myself.
Yourself.
Wow,
From Somalia.
No, from Sweden.
Oh, from
you're from Sweden?
I grew up in Sweden. I'm Swedish. Yes.
What?
Wait,
You were not from
Well, don't be
Somalia.
surprised. What do you think? There's no black people in Sweden?
I mean, I just
You're racist.
yeah, I didn't think so, man. That's far.
I mean, there's no more black people there because I left. I'm joking. My
It was a 1%.
my family's still there.
He was the MLK.
It was a jester, bro.
Okay, wait. So now let's get this straight, bro. Your parents are 100% Somalian?
Yes, 100%.
And they're
What?
from Somalia?
Yes.
Were you ever in Somalia?
Yes, I was born there.
You were born there. And then
Yes.
all you guys moved together to Sweden?
Yeah, we moved there when I was like a baby, basically.
Why Sweden?
I mean, it's safer than Somalia, so
Oh,
anywhere would do. I said the same. I'm like, why did you move to America? Because America seems cooler than Sweden.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because in Sweden, all we watched was American movies and
You're right.
listened to the same music, same culture.
oh wow. Okay.
So when I came here, everyone was like, "You speak English?" I was like, "Yeah, it's second language in Sweden." You know.
Y'all want to be the first in Sweden. The first family of Sweden.
No, there was a lot of Somalis. But
Really? In
Somalis moved to Sweden, Denmark, England, Toronto, Canada, America. A bunch of Somalis in Minnesota and Ohio and Seattle.
Oh, okay.
San
Wow,
Diego.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
San Diego.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if you've heard. They're eating the dogs in Ohio.
They're eating the dog.
But Trump was talking about the new Trump was talking about the new immigrants. We are the older. Like Somalis
You were
came
the
in the
OG.
90s. They came in the early 90s.
Oh.
You know?
Influx?
You talking about the
Tons of you
Haitians?
guys?
That's
Yeah.
Basically the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Haitian,
yeah,
Somalian.
the dogs and all that. He looked like he eats dogs.
We've been doing it. I'm playing.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Somali, Swedish, English fluently, right?
Fluent?
Read,
Oh, wow. Okay.
and all three.
Fluent in Swedish.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You still seem surprised.
I am very
You know, I lived
surprised.
here for 15 years, right? All my
15?
youth, all my life. basically.
15.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Like when I was a baby, I started learning more Swedish than Somali. You know.
How old were you when you moved here from the Philippines?
I think 10 years old.
10.
10.
Interesting. Okay.
Do you speak it? Can you write in English?
Yeah,
That's how you sound when you're talking to me.
No. But like, is it alphabet the same shit?
Okay. No, I'm still illiterate. I'm still learning how to write hi. My name, I don't know how to spell it.
Is Joe call you dad? I'm joking.
Joe Coy, that's
He's Filipino.
he's half. He's half.
Yeah.
Filipino, something else.
But he uses on stage. He's all Filipino on stage.
I know, dude. I don't like.
You take advantage of it. But you
I
know
know.
what? He's a
He
funny
does,
guy.
yeah.
He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm
so.
a fan. You don't like him?
Really?
I'm a big fan of Joe. I think he's very funny,
No.
very talented.
Mowhaaa just wants to open more.
Sponsor me.
What?
It makes billions and billions.
He's buying Dave Chappelle.
If he's an immigrant, he's the one.
Why don't you Joe Coy?
I feel like there's I don't know, cause I don't know, maybe it's just a personal thing. I feel like he needs more originality beyond the whole like Filipino thing. You know?
So you think that's just his personality? It's not enough.
Yeah. I think he just needs more
I
beyond
mean,
the
if
whole
you did
like.
comedy, you understand why he did that. I do comedy. You guys do comedy, right? You do comedy. You know how hard it is to be funny first,
Right.
and then trying to make it out of the open mic scene, and then to be successful. He figured if I have a people that fuck with me, like my people,
Right.
it's easier to get out, which was genius plan because now he sells our arenas, you know? So
It's true.
but also, there was no Filipino comic before him that was talking about what he's talking about, you know? So
Yeah, that's true.
So you can't
Found a
blame him
niche.
for that. Like, I'm trying to still figure out how to take advantage of my people so I can become like Joy Coy.
Take advantage of your people.
You guys gotta stop reproducing more. You guys gotta get the numbers up.
Right. Oh, we have a lot of people.
You do have a lot in America.
Yeah. In
How many would
It's a
you
big
say?
population.
Minnesota got
At least
500,000
5.
Somalis.
500,000 Somalis?
Yeah, it's the most Somalis in any city in America.
500,000.
But this is, oh, you think that's a lot? England has the most Somalis in the world, except for Somalia, of course. and they got like 1 million people in England.
1 million?
Yeah, and I think Toronto
Millions.
got almost 1 million too.
England is small too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
England is really
yeah, it's a
small.
little island.
And how many Filipinos are there in America?
A lot.
I don't know. Look at Cerritos.
All basically Filipino, period. Yeah, they all live there.
Let's look at Cerritos. Just start counting them in Seafood City.
But it's, Ohio, Seattle got a lot of Somalis. San Diego got a lot of Somalis. Somalis are everywhere, but Minnesota is like crazy.
Minnesota.
Minnesota is so Somali.
Why Minnesota?
But you know how immigrants are wherever their people live, that's where they move for comfort because of the new country and the language.
India.
So I think that's where they lived in the beginning, and that people was moving there. And eventually they're like, oh, we can move to different places. And some people that lived in the small city like Ohio or Kansas, when they realized Somali people live in Minnesota, they moved there, you know, because it's for comfort, you know.
Oh.
You know how they mix Chinatown and all that? It's for
Yeah,
comfort.
yeah.
I have a question. So now I'm curious. So like, you know how Indians, they'll tend to go to 7-Elevens, they'll work there. Filipinos will be like nurses. What do Somalis do?
What's their thing?
Okay, so
What's their
Somali parents are stereotypically like every immigrant. They're like, become a doctor, go to school.
Oh,
go to
that's the
school.
okay.
But
That's all.
yeah, all.
all.
But the Somali kids are like, no, I want to do something else. You know, I want to do this. I want to do. Younger they go, more they become like, you know,
they go
entrepreneurs. And
Yeah.
and my dad used to call me a clown for chasing basketball, right?
Oh.
He goes, we bring you from Africa for you to chase a basketball?
Dang.
Were you stupid? You know? And then I was like, my dad's gonna really love me now when I start chasing comedy in basketball field. You know
What did he say?
My dad was like, "Oh, you want to be like a clown?" I was like, kind of, sort of, you know.
Yeah. Only
He
a
goes-
jester.
He goes, "What's next? What's next?" You know. I was like, "That's it. I'm
is
gonna be a
it.
clown or die."
Comparing, so like they work so hard,
Yeah.
and you're telling them I'm gonna bomb on stage. You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
that's
I had
tough.
this debate with my dad. He was like, "Do you know how much money doctors make basketball? But you want to chase a basketball?" And I go, "Basketball players make more money." And my dad did not believe it.
Oh,
Right?
really?
Yeah.
He's like, "No, they don't.
It's the
Don't be
traditional
stupid."
mindset, man.
What are you, stupid? And I was like, I mean, they make millions, you know, in NBA, you know. he goes, "That's America. You live in Europe." And I was like, "Even Europe, Euroleague, you know,
Yeah.
you make more money there than being a doctor."
But then there's more doctors though than
It's more
European.
common.
No, there's more basketball. Every team has like 15 players, and it's like Spain has a league, Greece, Italy, every country has a league, and then they play each other also in Europe. You know.
But
Well, there's
many
still way
doctors in
more
one
doctors,
hospital.
bro.
There's
way
a
more
lot of doctors
doctors.
in one
I mean,
hospital.
the doctors I'm talking about is the surgeon, the ones that make most money. There's not more of those than athletes. Trust me. No, I don't think so.
Interesting.
I don't know about that.
Fact check him.
Come on, that. No, okay.
ChatGPT.
Young Jimmy, can you look it up?
Young Jamie. All right, what's the next one here, guys? Okay, is the body count debate just a way for insecure men to control women?
Yes,
Say it again?
absolutely.
Is the body count debate just a way for insecure men to control women?
Yes.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. Because the woman would never tell us.
We're agreeing, bro.
But you know what?
Best debate ever.
The women would never tell us, to defense for those insecure motherfuckers, women would never tell us the real body count anyway.
They will never tell you?
No, they would never tell us. They
Why would you
always,
say that?
because I've heard
Sugarcoat it.
women, my homegirls told me that women always lie. If they say that 3, it's probably times 10, whatever,
Is
right?
that true?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the time.
So you
All the
try
time.
to question them about that. It's kind of
Because
stupid.
yeah, it is because it's like you're telling me a small question like that is gonna like
Deter this.
this whole situation.
Yeah, she's
It
not gonna
doesn't
tell
even
you
have
50.
anything to do with
She's not
you
gonna tell you 50.
What makes it a small question? From your
because it's like it doesn't pertain to you. You know, now it's like here, you
It's
and me. This is
So
a
it's
you
just
and me
started.
situation. You know, whatever happened in the past, that's like
Right.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I would not like to date a whore, first of all.
yeah, if it's like above 30, then it's
Right,
just kind of
but-
like 30, 40,
but-
20.
but
Then
I'm
it's
not saying
like, bro, there's a lot of people.
30.
There's a lot of people that I know
But you
have
know how-
like realistic body counts. Is like
Let's say I like a girl,
These
right?
are women or men?
women,
We're
both
talking women.
actually, both
I mean,
men and
come
women.
on, man.
30.
There's a
Man.
lot of people, bro. It's crazy.
Classroom.
That,
Yeah, more than classroom.
there's so many people I know.
Actually,
That's
Right.
second period, bro.
Right. I feel like if a
Yeah.
man if a man has a high body count, the woman will still date him because
Yeah, I just
they're
don't
like-
want to know about
He
it.
must be attractive. If he has a high body
I just don't want to know. I
know?
just don't want
you
to
don't
know.
ask.
Good.
I don't ask.
You don't ask.
No,
She got
Absolutely
confidence.
not.
Some women ask because they're insecure. Same with the men that ask. They're very insecure. and
because
they
I just
ask.
don't want to know.
And
That,
when you tell them 5, they go, "I don't believe you," and you're like, "Why would you even ask if you don't believe me?"
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So let's say Mowhaaa, God willing, you fall in love, you marry your wife, and like 15 years down the line, she's like, by the way, you're the 50th. What do you
God
say
damn.
to that woman?
I'm like,
And the
I'm
last,
like, get
and the
papers out.
last.
Get the papers out.
Really?
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Really?
I'm joking. No, but this is what I do. When I
You know what? Half century.
That'd be kind of crazy.
no,
That'd be kind of crazy.
no, then I'll be like, well, before I met you, I used to, tell her all my.
I feel like that's something
all my
that you have to
skeletons,
disclose.
You know?
So you would try to compete with her.
No, not about the numbers. Not about the numbers. I'll tell her some crazy shit I did.
Why?
He's
It's
trying
like,
to compensate. He's trying to compensate.
I mean, it's petty at that point. So we gotta be petty.
is it just like
tit
with
for
the
tat.
intention to hurt them? Is that with the
She
intention to
brought
hurt
it up
them?
being petty, so we gotta be petty. But this is what I do when I start talking to a girl. I don't ask for her number. It's kind of crazy, but I watch her. If she keep dressing like
Damn.
a little whore, slut. If she's doing all the slutty, tendencies, you kind of know she's been around the block. Then I make a decision. Do I want to
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna
have a good time with her or do I want to date her?
Do you continue that though?
Huh?
Do you continue? Like, if you do notice that she's like, maybe this person has
No,
been
then I make a
around.
decision. Do I want to have fun with her or do I want to date her?
okay.
And most likely I just have fun with her.
What if your wife was like, you want to help me get to 100? We got 21.
What do you? we
That's
got
a
to
cut,
Poly
bro.
all of a sudden?
It's like-
I'm just thinking of hypotheticals. Right here.
I would have been
wrong with it?
like, follow me to the garage. I'll help you.
Why
and
the
put her in
garage?
trunk.
What's the name?
Take her to the
Yeah,
sea,
you
drop
turn
her
the
off.
car on.
Oh my God! Carbon monoxide.
Kill her. Pretty much. Kill her.
Carbon
He's saying he's
monoxide.
gonna kill her
Yeah.
if you're not getting it.
Yeah.
I thought we were going to watch her.
No, I'm saying.
Try some.
No, I'm saying.
Throw a
I was
tide
gonna be on
there?
deadline.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be on snaps.
Somali comedian kills wife.
This is really interesting because what is like a red line? Because this is a very important question that comes up a lot. So what is the red line? What is that number for you and you?
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Like for a partner?
Yeah. If this conversation is being had and your partner's insistent, let's just put the numbers out there. What is the red line? Where are you drawing? This is no.
I'd say like above. Well, it depends. How old are they? You know, based on
Your
their
age.
experience. On my age? Oh, homie, like above. I'm gonna say like 15.
Is
maybe
it no-go?
less. Yeah, absolutely.
So if it says 16, you're like, one more.
15 and a half.
16, and if they're really good.
6.
It is what it is. Sorry, no.
What
I'm
if they're
good.
30?
They're 30?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say maybe 20.
So
Double
5
that.
more.
Yeah, 5 more. You got 5 more. 5 more. I'll give them like the experience points, but
Yeah.
after
What about
that,
you?
it's like
I wouldn't. I wouldn't even have a number. You know what I would do? I'm like STD test.
DD test. What is that?
STD.
Oh, STD. Oh, I. It's like,
Whoa.
what do you mean?
Or you have a Diddy party. Let me see the guest list.
I would have. Let's be honest. When
You
you're
should have
upcoming
done that.
artist, you go to Diddy party if you get invited. But I never got invited because I wasn't never famous. You know? Sorry, Diddy.
I feel like you should do that though off the bat before like the whole STD test thing before you do anything.
Yeah. But I'm saying if I'm like,
If it's concerning?
if this girl, if I think she might have had a lot of guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Instead of saying she's not probably gonna tell me, but if she didn't tell me.
It's like a fun date idea. Let's do an
instead of-
STD test
I'm like,
together.
let's go STD test together. Yeah, I'm like, let's go test it. You know.
Plan ahead.
Yeah.
Some free condoms too.
I'm like, after the STD, we go to Parenthood. You know.
Seriously, what is the number though?
What do you have to give us a number?
Probably 20.
20 at your age.
Depends if she's attractive.
20.
If she's attractive,
Oh my.
Wait, with your
she
age?
probably had that.
What are these numbers?
They're a lot,
Yeah.
dude.
That's a lot to me.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But but I asked questions before that. Like, I'm like, how many guys have you dated? If she says I dated 3 guys,
Oh, okay.
and I was dating one guy for 8 years,
That's fair. That's
then
fair.
I'm not worried about her having a big number,
Right.
Because she's been dating for like 8 years or 5 years for one guy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then I'm not concerned that she
What are you
around the
concerned
block.
about then?
If she says I've been single all my life, that's good shit.
That's crazy. Because
And
I
I'm like, okay, you had a lot of good shit.
She's like 35. I'm never falling in love. You're the first one.
Yeah.
Okay, but what if she says that? Hey, I've been in a relationship for 8 years. I just got out 3 months ago. Is there a fear?
Not for the number, no.
Not for the number.
No.
Is there a fear though that
Yeah.
because she was in such a long relationship? That you
Yeah,
never-
I'll be worried about if she's gonna really want to be in a relationship at that point.
Yeah.
Because she got out one, you know, she
Right.
might not want to be in a relationship.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna ask questions and be like, yeah, we can take it easy, you know, and see
Yeah.
what happens.
But what if, like, okay, hypothetically, the lady, right, she has a bigger number than you. Does that bother you? Would that bother
Depends
you?
what she look like.
Depends
If
what she
she's
look
a
like.
5 and she has a bigger number than me, I'm like,
It's like
"God
it's
damn."
like someone you're considering to date, right? Like you're considering to like make an official relationship, and you find out her number
No,
is bigger than you.
no.
It doesn't bother you,
no.
really? Okay.
I'm too secure, you know. I guess I'm too secure.
Well, what makes somebody a 5?
Uh,
Are you going
genetics?
To just on look?
Genetics. Genetics.
Genetics.
Are you going? Are you?
They're missing a chromosome or two.
Yeah. They might rode the yellow bus, short bus. Yeah.
So there's no personality in that number. It's all. Just
No,
looks.
it's all looks. I'm gonna say that because that's what you look at first, you know. Now I have talked to girls that has like 9, and then their personality is shit, and you're like, I can't hang out with this person. You know, you like because end of the day, I'm a goofy guy. I need personality, you know.
But do you ever rate the personality? I feel like a lot of guys we rate the looks, but we don't rate the personality.
I do if I'm trying to date her.
You do rate the personality.
If I'm dating her, if I want to
what's
date
the
her.
combo then? What's the
Uh,
over and under?
Betting?
what's the overall?
Prize
What's the
pick.
overall? Her personality? Her personality?
Yeah, like what's the combo? Let's say what's the
8 looks, 6 personality.
Oh
you know?
yeah, 8 looks. Personality have to be like 8 or 9.
8 or 9.
Personality is very important if you're gonna date somebody. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think.
What if they don't think you're funny?
Dang.
That's fine.
That's fine.
I mean,
Like, what if they don't like your comedy? Like, you go up on stage, you do stand up, and they're like,
Your
Like, I
biggest
hate
hater, bro.
you're looking at them, bro. Like, you're looking at them, and they're just like,
She keeps heckling you.
idiot? That's the bit right there. I make
that's
fun,
shit right there. Yeah.
I make fun of her. My partner doesn't like my comedy, and I'm like, at least you guys have sense of humor. You're laughing. She not. Look at her. You know, her face is
Just
fucking disgusting.
Dog.
Roommates are disgusting.
You know, you gotta make a bit about it. You know,
Yeah, you gotta
you
make
gotta
a joke.
address the elephant.
I feel like
you know?
that's gonna break you guys up. Like
Yeah.
at the end
But
of the night.
she don't have like my comedy, but if she's fun person to hang out with, I'm cool with that. You know,
Okay.
I'm not gonna be like, you gotta praise me. You know, no. But as long as she's fun,
Yeah, she's fun.
we disagree that she don't think I'm funny. I'm like, I'm working on it.
It's a work in progress.
Yeah, I'm still learning.
That's pretty good.
Do you think dating culture is destroying young people in America? Dating itself.
Destroying. What do you mean?
Like, do you think it's making marriage this ancient concept?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes. Absolutely.
yes, I think so. And sad.
So is the solution to not date and just marry?
No,
Why?
I think everything has a circle, right? Like a what do you call it? It comes around. Now we're in a super toxic era with the dating. I think it's gonna flip around,
What do you mean?
and people's gonna want to date and be sincere.
I feel like that's gonna be a while, bro.
No, but you get older, you get there. I think.
Oh, maybe. Maybe.
That's just aging. Like,
Yeah.
That's just aging. The options are dying.
The younger people are gonna get age. They're also gonna age, right? So,
But that's tough
Does
though, because
the question is, does a culture change? Is a culture gonna flip?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? It's gonna continue.
It's gonna be
You think it
bad,
works?
but I think the older you get, more you get into that relationship serious. And then when you're younger, people are always gonna have a toxic relationship because of the social media.
But then that's kind of hard to avoid, because then as you get older, you start noticing like the whole baby daddy, baby mama situation, and how many of us really want that as like a partner, you know, with like a child with not many people really, like realistically.
I mean, you gotta have to accept the baby mama if she's like got her shit together, you know.
But yeah, but then if she's collecting, like I've seen so many people do that. Like
Collecting, what do you
they
mean?
have like multiple kids with multiple people.
Oh, that's the biggest red
collecting
flag.
No,
Yeah, we're
Collecting
like
children.
eventually, yeah, because you get paycheck from it.
Oh, listen.
'Cause the baby
if
daddy's gonna
I
pay.
asked if a girl tells me she has a baby, I'm like, how many? First question, and then with how many baby daddies? If it's more than one, you're out.
Am I like a boomer or something? I don't know. What women are collecting children? Like what?
Yeah,
Some
but,
women
Because
do
you
that.
get paychecks from it.
but this isn't even like a modern culture thing. This is like
they've been doing it like that.
Yeah,
That's just
long
a
time.
loop.
But that's the
That's not like.
that's toxic woman though. It's
fucked
not
up.
alright.
It's unethical
handful
as
of
hell.
women. That's,
It
like,
is.
very-
no, yeah,
A lot of even like marriages.
but it
like, if-
happens.
I mean, that's
Low
not-
income and
it's
you get
hope
Social
still.
Security, too.
That's some women. We
I
can't say
know
all.
women that have 4 babies with 4 guys.
Yeah,
But was it intentional? Was it like, oh, I'm just gonna get the?
it's just
Some
more
do
like
it.
recklessness, because
Some
they
do
know
it.
either way they're gonna
Yeah.
get a check from it.
Some do
Just
it,
fun,
yeah.
buddy.
Try it out sometime.
This is a serious question, but don't you think if you just keep dating multiple people, how are you gonna stay loyal to your partner? Because you're used to being with a different person. If it didn't work out, you can just bail. But in marriage, you can't bail. You got to go through divorce.
That's why you have to be picky with who you choose.
Yeah, and also
You have to be
know
picky.
marriage is different than dating. You know it's different. You know,
Because it's a contract.
you're like you have to be more patient. You have to be more patient with the woman that you chose to be your wife.
That's a full-time
or your
job.
husband.
That's another job that you have to.
Because when you choose to be married with somebody, you're like, okay, I'm gonna stick through with this person, and you're gonna have challenges, but you can't bail like you do in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
So that's my problem. I feel like with younger people is we look at dating as a separate thing. We're not even thinking of marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
So
what's
then-
unfortunate
Yeah. So then it's not going anywhere. So it's
Yeah.
just like a hobby then.
Yeah. It's
for a lot of people, and it's
A lot,
it's
yeah.
crazy. That's why.
But
I
that's why you gotta,
stopped
like
the
I
whole
said
thing.
earlier, you gotta have a clear conversation with that person you're dating. You're like,
What
I'm
do
not
you
looking
want?
To stay short. I'm not looking for something short term. I'm trying to date.
She's-
Like, are you?
I'm not gonna marry.
No. I'm saying,
Yeah.
you gotta be like, I'm trying to date you for a long time and get settled down with somebody. And if you want that, let me know.
Yeah, I think by the 3rd date, it's okay to be upfront. Like, hey, I'm trying to date. I'm trying to like
I'm
go
not
out
trying
there
Yeah.
for a
mess
long
around.
time.
Yeah.
I think that's okay.
And if they say, oh yeah, I'm down, and you don't believe them, don't believe them.
Yeah, your
You
gut
know?
tells you, man.
Yeah. And the older you get to, I think it's easier to say that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like,
You have to
hey,
be honest
dude,
with them.
I'm 29 now, bro. I'm not trying to keep going, you know?
Right.
You have to advocate for that.
Right,
I'm tagging
right.
you, bro.
Right.
I mean, like back in my time, guys and girls. Back in the day, in 2018.
Yeah.
No, but like, I really reminisce on the times in history where really you stayed with your first love, like you just married, you then you fell in love with each other, and then you
That
didn't
was our
have a body
parents.
count.
That was our parents.
But I think it's
So what was wrong?
because
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with it. It's
Nothing
nothing
wrong
wrong with
Why
that.
do we change it? There's nothing wrong with
because
it.
Look,
everything's
people
so
are just
accessible
toxic.
now.
Yeah.
We everything's accessible. We have
Information,
social
yeah.
media now. We have like dating apps
You
now.
can sit on your
Everything's so
phone
accessible.
and get food.
Yeah.
Women, you're swiping left on women. You're
It's
swiping
too
right on
easy.
food.
So we're getting defrauded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too much.
So why
Like-
do we keep doing it then?
Because the temptation,
easy.
man. It's
Because
temptation.
people are lazy.
Yeah. Or they don't want to.
Now there's gonna be people like you that's like, I don't want to be part of that. So you know you have to take yourself out of it.
You have to find those
Yeah.
people.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a lot of lazy people in there. But there's gonna be percentage that's like, I don't want that. I want to meet the person. You know.
Yeah.
And
What's-
they exist.
What's more fulfilling though? What part of that side is more fulfilling in your opinion?
In what?
Like, would you rather fall in love with one person?
Oh,
and
yeah,
just
100%.
do that instead of just
Absolutely.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
If you can find that person, that's great.
So when you guys date, your goal is marriage.
Yeah.
You date
Of
to
course.
marry.
Yeah,
Yes.
when I'm ready, I'm not ready
When
yet.
you're ready.
Yeah, when I'm ready. Because now I tell people, like, my wife and my dating right now is like my career.
Mhm.
So if you want to hang out, we want to have a good time, we want to, watch a movie together. I treat you like my girl for that moment, and then
So a situationship
Yeah, well,
for
But
that
being
moment.
honest,
but the thing is,
But doesn't that mean you're taking part of that culture?
I,
yeah.
that's why I said when I'm ready, I'll be like setting boundaries. I'm like, I'm trying to date to marry. Are you
So
looking
it's on
the
your
same?
time.
No, I mean it should be on your time.
Huh?
It should be on your time.
Should be. I
Because
guess.
when I say that, most people probably gonna be like, "Well, I'm not trying to marry,"
Yeah.
and that's okay. I'm not on their time either,
You're on their time too. Yeah, true.
So when
Fair.
you meet the person that says, "Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
looking for the same,"
Then you're on the same timeline.
you met in the same timeline.
Yeah.
You know?
Have you ever gotten your heart broken?
Yeah, when I was younger.
You have.
Yeah, like I'm ugly now, but when I was younger, I was disgusting.
He was waiting for you're not ugly.
Right.
He took a pause too, waiting.
Yeah, but what do you call it? Yeah, I think when you're young, you fall in love with a pretty girl.
In
and then-
Sweden or here?
In Sweden,
Mm.
and I think when you fall in love, you end up like going on dates. You're like,
Yeah.
oh, I got her, I got the girl I like, and then you're like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. And you're like, why? And then when you get older, you're like, oh, she had every guy wanted her, of course. But that breaks your heart as a kid.
Of course.
You know, you're like,
yeah.
Did you ever see that?
you
with
have
us?
holding hands with her and shit.
But do you miss the idea?
You know, when you're a kid, you're happy with the bullshit.
Oh, of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Do you
Yeah.
miss the idea of like not being able to marry them? Like, does that person come up in your memories, like when you're
No.
never ever?
That girl that broke my heart?
Yeah.
No, so long ago. It doesn't come up unless you ask about it, you know? I don't really think about it, you know?
How old
And
were you? You say young.
I was probably like 16.
Oh, okay. Is that like your first love type of situation?
Yeah, to me, not to her.
So it
Oh,
wasn't
dang.
mutual.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was mutual because we went on like, a few months.
Right, right.
Holding hands. We weren't doing nothing crazy, you know? It's just holding hands and,
Like innocent. It's like innocent
born my
love. Yeah.
first rose, you know?
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but to her, she was like, she liked it, but she's like, I could do something better.
Mm.
Oh.
You know, she didn't say it that way.
But you
know?
felt like it was that
You know,
way.
but she's like, I'm not trying to date you. You know.
The reason why I keep like talking about this this is like when you date, chances are you will find somebody and you'll get your heart broken.
Yeah.
Like if you put time in the game.
Yeah.
This game, right? This
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
happen.
Right.
And that affects you so fundamentally that it's so hard to get back up from that. And then
Yeah.
when you do, you can't keep going through the same heartbreak.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
it does
but-
is
yeah.
it makes you numb. So then
Yeah.
you start casual dating, and then you lose all faith
That is
in
true.
marriage.
I mean,
I
that,
think that's like half the people right now.
yeah,
I think-
and then you know what? That you're right. That happens 100%. But also, I think older you get, you be like forgetting more of that. You know.
I think that's
The
when you have to
heartbreak.
heal properly.
Yeah.
though.
You hit the heal, but some people it doesn't heal as easily.
Mm.
Like I think I healed pretty quickly because I was an athlete, so I already had a.
Wait.
The next
Like, what I mean, like if you like,
Gotta
if
fix
you're
the
a
muscle
confident
group.
guy.
cheerleading team, bro.
Yeah. I was like,
Round two.
but I'm saying, like when you're like an athlete, even though I wasn't the best player in my team, you get attention, right?
Oh,
And
I
you
see
get
what you're
older.
saying.
Oh,
I
so
see
you
what you're
think
saying.
attention filled that void?
Yeah,
If
because
you play basketball and football, yeah.
yeah.
Is it like?
tennis? No.
Is it just like validation from
But I'm
other
saying is
people?
sometimes- some people forget it easy.
Yeah, sports.
Some people forget their heartbreak easier than other people because of how they get treated, by other women. You know.
Okay.
What's your perspective on this?
I think that's when you have to heal properly. You have to take a break. You have to. I mean, unless that's what you want to conform to that. You have to understand like what. I think you have to do some self-reflection, like figure out what your intentions are, what you want, before you even like hop on a date. If you're still not healed from this other person that like hurt you months and months ago, I don't think it should. You should be going out.
Yeah,
So
that's true. But sometimes when you're young, you don't think like that. Like now, I think like that. Like when I broke up with my last girlfriend, I took time off.
Yeah.
And I focused on what I need to focus on. But when you're younger, you don't take that. And
That's when casual dating happens.
Yeah, and then you can turn to that. You think it doesn't matter. You're just going on dates.
Yeah.
What if somebody can't heal? What do you say to that person?
You figure that out on your own, man. Because
Yeah,
I can't be a part of that. I can't be. That's something that they gotta. They gotta figure that out on their own.
I'm not a doctor. I can't help you.
You're not a
I'm a
therapist.
comedian.
I think time will take.
I can make you laugh, but
Yeah.
it does. It does. 100%.
Time helps.
basically.
Yeah.
No,
Society is dope.
Pretty much.
You
How
have
is-
to find willpower. That's the biggest thing. If you have willpower, you can casual date and then you can stop. But you have to have that like revelating moment.
Also,
We talked about this. So like, let's say a guy and a girl, like separate lives. They both have dated since the age of 14. They've been through, let's say, 6 breakups. 2 times they really fell in love. And then they meet each other one day at a comedy club, right? And the guy's a comedian or the girl is the audience member. They fall in love, whatever, and then they marry. How do they stay together if all of their life they've gone from person to person? How do they just stop and like stay monogamous and loyal? Because they've never thought about commitment.
I'll tell you, because they know they're not into that breaking up bullshit.
Yeah.
So they're like, you know what? I need to do better. They're both doing better now. Because meaning like
You have to
like,
break the cycle.
I have to stop being the person I was because that's why I broke up 6 times. So let me do better. So if they're both doing better and they both love each other, they appreciate each other,
So
more
then why
likely.
not just marry from the start to avoid all of the problems,
Because-
avoid all the breakups?
Because most people want to date, I think, especially nowadays, because they want to see if that person is right for you.
Yeah.
They don't want to jump into marriage. you
Yeah.
know?
More importantly, are those past relationships on their mind, even though they're moving?
Yeah.
I think maybe
Yeah,
from the
but
lessons
better,
you
hopefully.
learned.
Yeah. Hopefully
Because
for
you have
better. If they're
to.
smart and healed,
Yeah.
they learn from that. And they're like, okay, I was wrong at that. I did that. And now let me do better.
Yeah.
And I think
So now you're like this
especially
whole
if they meet their
person.
own person.
Ideally, but do you think that's what happens?
And no, but it could happen if they mature
Yeah.
enough, you know?
I don't know if it's.
How do you
common, though.
forget somebody that you actually fell in love with? Like truly, both of you said, "I love you." Like, how do you get over that?
Because one of them was lying.
One of them was lying?
So you think it's always one of them is lying?
Yeah.
When
Actually,
heartbreak
yeah.
happens, like if I say I love you and then the girl says I love you because she likes you, she don't want to break you. She don't want to break your heart. She just I love you. And then now it becomes normal. But eventually if you guys break up, one person was lying, most likely.
Do you believe
Second
in
person.
mutual decisions and like breakups?
No, that's a bullshit.
You think so?
That's some BS.
I believe in it.
Why? What do you
Because
mean?
it's like, what if you guys are just, you say like you guys love each other so much, right? Hypothetically live together. And then, but you guys figure out that you guys don't work together. There's like a lot of toxicity. You guys clash, you guys argue. What if,
you need to mature up and like I believe in a real relationship, like a powerful relationship.
yeah,
You work through everything.
right, yeah,
The toxicity, the thing don't work together.
Right.
You have to figure that out. And the goal is to figure that out and appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
If you break up because things are not working,
yeah,
it's not real.
yeah, I agree.
You know?
I agree. But that's when, however, like that's when the mutual decision happens when it's like, all right. Because I've been through that before. Like
Yeah,
where it's like
that
a
means
mutual.
you really want to really work it out with him. You're like, let me see what's out there.
No, not really. Not really. I think it was just like exhausting to the point where like I was doing so much, but there's no change going on.
So he was the problem. So that's different though. He didn't give a shit about the relationship. You were doing too much and you didn't feel appreciated. And you're like, maybe we should go separate. And he said, yeah, he didn't give a fuck, maybe.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't call that mutual.
It's
I call that.
perspective, yeah.
Is that how you actually felt, or is he telling you how you felt in that moment?
I feel like that's how I felt. That's how I felt.
That's exactly how you felt.
Right.
Describe it.
So
Yeah.
it's not mutual. You were tired of the bullshit and the guy.
So you think somebody was just waiting for somebody to pull the trigger?
No, he didn't care. But when you did it, he's like, okay.
He's rolled with the punches.
Yeah.
He was just like, whatever happens, happens.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
But I'm glad you broke up though, because it's not right for you to do 70%.
Yeah.
It's not right.
For a
anybody.
long, because I know that
know?
like relationships aren't like 50-50 sometimes. Sometimes someone's like going through something, you have to
Right.
step up. But if it's like a prolonged amount of time where there's
Exactly.
nothing going on, that's when you have to kind of, you know, start vocalizing things.
Yeah, 100%. And you leave sometimes. You gotta leave if the person not changing.
Yeah.
You know,
Because at that
And
point, you're just a
sometime
mom.
They don't care when you do that.
So was it mutually? Was it a mutual decision or no?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I presented it, and then they at first didn't want to, then eventually they agreed to it. So I would say it's mutual.
Really?
Yeah.
So at first he was just like, let me think about it.
Yeah, like at first it's like, oh, why? Like it's like, let's not do this, you know, X, Y, and Z. Like,
And then later you presented again, or
Yeah.
you just kind of?
oh
like,
no, it was
Presented again.
Oh my goodness!
Break up with you.
a PowerPoint slide. No,
Another king.
no, I think it's just it's within that one conversation.
Yeah.
It was a long conversation,
It
but
was a
we
long
had to.
conversation.
Yeah, but we had to.
Oh. So it wasn't like a week went by. 3
No,
weeks
no,
went
no,
by.
no.
It was like that
No.
day something happened.
You know,
Because yeah, it piles up. It
Yeah,
piles up.
100%.
You're so nice. You're so nice. I would be like, you ain't shit. I'm out.
You're sassy, bro. You're sassy.
That's
Wait,
sassy.
I have
It's
I have a follow-up question. Okay. So now, my question originally was, do they remember the past relationships? Okay. Will it? So now you guys are in your 30s, 40s. Both of you have had, 5-year plus, 10-year plus relationship in the past. It will, regardless of what you guys say, it's going to hold some sort of weight, right? Because you built something with this person for 5-10 years.
Yeah,
Do you think that's going to affect the other person
for the better, maybe.
for the better?
Yeah, for the
You
better.
learn something from the
You
past.
learn?
I think you learn something from
Yeah.
the past. Yeah.
So you can appreciate that they went through this long relationship and they learned something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
now I'm not saying everybody learns something.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah.
will still go in the relationship and still be a dummy.
Yeah.
And do the same
No,
mistake.
you're saying ideally.
Yeah.
Ideally.
Yeah.
they learn something and it makes the other relationship better.
Yeah.
You know?
But in reality, do you think that's what happens?
50-50, yeah. I think. What do you think?
To be honest, it's by chance. It's by chance because you don't really know
You
ever
don't know.
until you are in there in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
relationship. See, like,
But you
how
have
are
to
they
take
really
the
over
risk.
it?
You have to
Yeah,
take the
it's the
chance.
risk
Okay.
that you have to take.
Yeah. I think relationships are risks, right? You have to take
That's
it.
what
Yeah,
that is.
relationships
Yeah,
are
you're
risks.
gambling
you have
yourself.
to go for it.
Yeah.
You know, because you never know if it's gonna turn out right.
Right.
Over under.
Yeah.
So what about arranged marriage? Would you ever do it?
Nope.
No.
No.
Hold on.
Big no.
Wait, before you say anything.
I mean, I will do it if I was living in Somalia and I want to come to America. I would have done it.
Okay,
but
that's
now
fair.
I would never do it
Never.
because I feel like the women that grew up in different continent, different country, and me, even though we speak same language.
No. I'm talking here. Forget about.
Oh
No.
no.
What's for what though?
No.
Like, what's the purpose?
I don't believe. There's no point of arranged marriage if you
Here.
live in here. You know
Yeah.
why? Because we already do situationship because we're looking for so much craziness.
Yeah.
You're assuming
So why get somebody that you don't know shit about?
Pretty much. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Why get somebody you don't know shit about? You know, and
Yeah.
you didn't even pick. You know, it's crazy. I would never do it.
No, but
You? Why no?
No, because there's no point to it. I feel like arranged marriages happen because there's some type of benefit coming from it. But when everything's just so accessible, like maybe back in the country, someone gets 2 cows. You know what I mean? Like,
Trade.
On the
right.
good card. On
The good kind, the
you
good
know?
kind, the ones with like high milk production.
Right.
But no, like here, there's really no point in doing it.
so you're thinking of arranged marriage as an economic arrangement,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you don't think
transaction.
of regular marriage as that
no,
in America.
Mm-mm.
But it is an economic relationship.
yes. I feel like there has to be some form of advantage
But
for you
there's
to.
a reason why we're doing situationships and all this toxic dating right now because people have so many options. So why go from that to arrange?
Be a rebel. Why not?
Be a rebel.
I mean, it's good if you want to try it, but I'm saying
you have to find 2 people that agree.
Define arrange. I'm not saying arrange as in like you don't know, you've never seen the guy.
Mm-hmm.
You just like your parents pick the guy for you and then you meet on the day of your marriage. I'm not talking about that.
what are you talking about?
I'm talking like let's say your parents or let's say somehow you two get connected, right? And then you get to know each other, but then you fall in love after you marry. Like you know each other. You know this person. You've done all the background.
What makes you
checks.
fall in love at that point?
Yeah. How can you? Wait. So the question, I guess, is how do you know this person and then fall in love with them after the marriage?
Let's say you somehow meet. Somehow your parents connect you or your community connects you somehow.
Yeah.
You get to know each other before you marry.
For a
And
few
then-
months, year.
Yeah, for let's say 6 months. You get to know each other. You know, you hang out.
Okay.
I'm not saying like you're not doing anything physical is my point.
Yeah.
Just like, getting to know the person for 6 months. So what's stopping you?
Oh,
why-
okay.
Is that necessarily
Okay.
arranged then?
Yeah, because
That's just introduced.
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was arranged, right?
It was like planned out.
That's
It was a
different.
planned
I
thing.
thought you meant arranged, like
Let's
your
say-
parents pick up the water.
Like
somebody
assisted
pick it.
Yeah,
arranged. Yeah,
that's what it-
kind of.
There's a sister to the relationship.
assisted arrangement. Like they,
No, but you have a say.
yeah, you have a say.
Normal arranged marriages,
Yeah, you have no
you
say.
don't have
Your
no
parents
say.
like,
But
this
that's
is the
like
girl.
ancient. Nobody. That doesn't even happen in my country.
I mean, it does
Very
happen.
rare.
It does
No,
still happen.
but it does happen.
Yeah.
But that's
Because
a,
you
that's
don't
the
say-
perception.
So you said
yeah. See,
introduction.
that's the perception of arranged marriage. People think you have no say.
But you have to explain that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if it's
interesting.
introduction, it's like going on dating app and meeting somebody, basically.
It's
Because you
both-
still have to
like
get to
that.
know them. You still have to get to know
So
them.
kind of like when, for example, like like two best friends, right? They get like
might-
pregnant,
yeah.
or they get pregnant at the same time, and then they have like a boy and a girl, and so they like talk to each other, saying that like, oh, we're gonna get them married. Is it kind of like that? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's saying
That-
no. That's too deep.
Damn, you're thinking.
That's very-
Because that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
No,
like perspectively.
Somebody's saying,
introduced him.
yeah,
His
yeah.
dad-
Just
his dad
like,
was
say you have a
like-
friend group, right? You have a friend group, and you're
Oh.
like, hey, you'd be really cool with this dude right here.
Right.
Now you guys meet,
But
and then
yeah, you could
I can
you
give you
could
a
say
boy
no
example.
though.
Let's say your dad sees a young girl. He's like, "That's a baddie that I want my son to marry." And
Why is he
presents-
thinking?
He presents that, like
Not in those
as
words,
an
though, that's
example.
not-
Yeah, not in those words.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
But he's like, "Son, I found you somebody," and then they connect. And they,
I mean, that's fine.
I mean, that's
talking about sex trafficking.
I don't think that's a.
not
It
bad.
sounds like.
I don't think that's arranged marriage.
No,
that's not
Okay,
arranged.
so that's the modern arranged marriage, though. You guys understand?
Could
that, right?
be.
That's
could be.
introduction, bro. That's not an arranged
Yeah, that's an
marriage.
introduction.
Well, so that's. Well,
But
hold on.
because you have a say.
Yeah, you have a say.
You can
That's
say no.
introduction. That's not
Yeah.
arranged.
But
Yes.
that's
Wait.
the modern system of arranged marriage.
It says who?
That is arranged, huh?
It's not modern arranged marriage.
In America, I'm talking about like from what I've seen in my family and others, right? That's the whole concept is you're not physically intimate with each other until marriage.
Right,
And
right.
you get to know each other.
Right.
But the thing is, there has to be somebody around to be like, yo, like you can't just take advantage of each other. And then once you feel like
Like
you're
a mediator throughout the whole
not
thing.
always, but kind of.
But you can meet somebody
somebody
who.
who holds you accountable.
But you
Okay.
can meet
Like a
somebody on a
facilitator.
dating app. You can meet somebody on a dating app without having sexual encounter with them. You could just talk to them, get to know them. Really,
It's basically.
You can.
Yeah.
Very rare. That's.
I know it's right, but I'm saying you can if you want to. You're
Yeah,
like,
but
hey,
then-
I'm saving myself till we get married.
So
Yeah.
Would you guys, I'm saying, would you guys do that? What's
mean,
your
yeah.
thought on that?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah,
No physical intimacy until marriage.
yeah.
I don't mind.
So you don't mind at all.
Yeah,
No, if I like the girl. you
yeah,
know.
I'm for that.
If my dad introduced me to Halle Berry, I could wait.
Under 50s, bro.
No, but I'm talking about prime Halle Berry.
Oh,
Okay.
Prime.
Oh, Oh,
I mean, would you
how
take the
soon
current
is-
Halle Berry? I mean,
How soon is the marriage? Like you have to
Yeah,
wait.
Probably
That's
a year,
another question.
Probably a year.
Say that one more time.
How soon is the marriage?
What do you mean?
Like, cause if
There's no
you're saying
intimacy.
yeah, if there's no intimacy till marriage, how soon is the marriage? Because I mean that doesn't like steer my answer,
It's
but
up
like
to you guys. It's
Oh,
up to the
then-
people. Like it could be 6 months, 6 years, 60
year.
years. You know?
yeah, I'm for it.
Like max, like 2 years, 2 to 3 years.
Yeah,
No physical intimacy for 2 to
it's
3
not
years.
that hard.
And you have to stay loyal.
No,
It's
Yeah.
not that hard to just. What do you say?
No,
Is it
I don't.
hard?
No, if it's like a year or two, I don't think it's hard.
2 years.
No, it's
Yeah.
not that hard.
As a man, it's not hard.
No. You're like, excuse me, I gotta go. You come back.
With all the temptation that you have around in the city,
Yeah,
you
no,
wouldn't.
Come on.
No,
No,
I'm
that's
saying-
tough, dude.
But I'm saying,
2 years.
I would say it's not hard if you choose that's what you want. Like, for example, I'm like, I want to marry this woman. I want to give her time.
the marry her now.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, and she says,
Yeah.
we're going to wait a year. Sometimes the woman's like, I'm not ready. Let's wait a year,
Yeah.
right? Then if I choose to do that, then I'm okay with it. If I choose.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say, yes, I want this as bad as you do. I'm willing to wait. And
And
go
then
do something
don't.
weird, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. What if 12 months, 24 months goes by and she's like, actually, never mind.
Then I'm like, you wasted my time.
Yeah, that's the part of the risk though.
Yeah.
That's part of the risk.
yeah.
I'm glad I clarified the definition because a lot of people get confused about arranged.
Right.
Modern arranged marriage is what I'm describing. Like
Yeah.
two parents as families, sometimes, or it could be friends, get a guy and a girl together and they get to know each other. There's no physical intimacy 99% of the time. There's always.
How did it turn out for you last time you did that?
I haven't done it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to spread it to the world. Before I
To be continued.
Spreading awareness.
I'm not opposed to it. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with if the
It's the
girl is a
complete
baddie.
opposite of what everybody's doing right now.
Right.
It is.
Complete
Yeah,
opposite.
it is.
It
It
is.
is. And you know what? Sometimes that could be like, you're like, God damn, how did you find her? You know, could be good.
Yeah, sometimes your parents can find you or pull somebody that you
Yeah.
Can never pull.
Yeah, I wait for 2 years, you know?
I waited. Oh my god.
Oh,
What's the last question?
All right, last question.
You have to make it like spicy and heated. They have to disagree on something.
Yeah, we're agreeing too much, man.
And
It's a very
Yeah,
very
mature
pleasant
young
debate.
lady, mature young lady.
The pleasant
and
debate.
mature man.
Do men who date younger women actually have a point, or are they just insecure?
Do men who date younger women have a
Yeah.
point? What
Yeah.
type of point? What do you mean?
I think a point of dating a younger woman is like
Like a kink?
a what?
Like a kink? Like
A
that's
kink?
like
no,
that's what
not
they're
kink,
into?
but like I think the point, or what I've heard is the point of dating a younger girl is like they're younger, they're more what's the word, like enthusiastic. There's like they're more bubbly, they're more excited for life,
Okay.
less experience, so they're more excited.
That question was definitely written by ChatGPT. That just sounds like inhuman the way it's right.
Yeah,
Bang.
I've heard that before. Why do older men like younger women? You know, why are they? You know, it could be a lot of reasons.
yeah.
So what do you think? You were gonna go.
You think,
well,
like, do you think it's fair that
Yeah.
that guys do that?
yeah, I'm for it. Because I feel like, for example, if they're not ready or if they're like just their career is like taking off,
Yeah.
and hypothetically they're like 30,
Yeah.
right? And most women their age, they're already like they want to settle down. They already want children. They already want to get married.
Mm-hmm.
And if they're not ready, you know, they're most likely gonna go for somebody who's more at that same level,
Right.
who's younger.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point.
I think it's fair for older men to date younger women because most of those guys used to be nerds and now they have billions of dollars. You know,
I think
So
it's
they're
fair.
I can
It's
give
a
me
fair
daddy
trade.
now. You know,
It's a fair
They
trade.
couldn't when they were
Yeah.
young. They couldn't do when they were younger.
Yeah.
Also, I think some older men wants to like a woman that's like young, so it motivates them.
And motivates
Yeah,
them, invigorates
motivates
How is it a
them, yeah.
motivation? I'm
Like,
curious.
They're like, I have this 28-year-old that's gorgeous, that's
Mm-hmm.
a 10. I could never get her, but now since I got a mansion in Ferrari, I can get her. But now because of her, to keep her to live that lifestyle, I got to work my ass off.
Oh, okay.
They're not getting lazy
Okay.
because they got money. You know, they're gonna keep hustling. Could be one way.
Yeah.
So isn't that
Also,
just like a
They
sugar
never
baby
got
at that point?
beautiful younger woman ever, or they never got beautiful.
Do you
woman.
think that's fair?
It's fair because I feel like women can do that if they're successful as well. Older women can date younger men.
Yeah.
It's less common for sure.
It is common, but
it's-
I feel like it's fair because I don't mind older women doing the same.
No, but that trade is fine. Looks for money.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yes, if the woman choose that. what she
Choose
wants.
that too.
yeah, if that's like a mutual agreement, sure.
Why do you think it's less common
Um,
for a woman to do
I
that?
think, for example, because me as a lady, I prefer people who are like more mature in their headspace, and I'm not really essentially talking about age here, but it's, to be honest, more found in like older, a few more years older people,
Yeah, yeah.
and so I mean it's like a good trade off. If I'm getting like some maturity,
Yeah.
so with someone who can match like my headspace or my mindset, why not?
Right.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I think that's a common thing.
And also another thing, if I can add on to what she said, women usually meet a lot of guys that's like immature, and I feel like if the guy's 50 and the woman is like 25 or whatever,
Yeah.
and she's tired of all these toxic young boys,
Yeah.
and she meets a guy like that treat her well,
Yeah.
and he listens to her, and he's like, how they like the intellect.
Yeah.
Finally a man that's mature,
Right.
but it took him a long time to get mature. He was also a fuckboy. you
Yeah,
know?
that's why
Yeah,
it's less
you know?
common for a woman to date somebody younger.
Yeah, because they're not
Yeah.
mature.
It's the
They're not
maturity.
maturity.
It all
I'd be
falls
very
down to
mature
that.
if I made a 50-year-old that was really rich. Funded my comedy career.
You would do it?
Yeah, I would do it if she's attractive enough. I mean, I'm not gonna do it for any 50-year-old. You got to
Yeah.
be some attraction, right?
Yeah.
But then I'll be like, I'll be loyal and mature.
Okay.
So where is God in all of this? Like when you guys think about your partner,
God?
do you ever think about somebody who believes like in like religion or God? Does that come up or no?
Yes,
It-
for me, it does.
For me, it as long as you respect my beliefs, all right, we're good. We're good on that part. As long as you respect mine, I respect yours. There's like some type of mutual thing going on. Sure. I mean, it's a bonus if you guys believe in the same things.
Yeah.
But it all falls down to like the whole religion thing. That's
you
the
don't think
same.
it'll come up?
As far as like it would be an issue, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Same thing as like, I don't know, this one's a little bit more harder, like politics. What if you guys have different political ideas?
You think that's harder than the religion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Why do you disagree?
Like, I'm Muslim, right? So I want my kids to be Muslim.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Yes.
There will
Amen.
be. So I appreciate you respecting my beliefs and understanding, but my kid's gonna be Muslim. So are you okay with that? Can you convert? You know?
Yeah.
So some people,
Can you convert?
yeah.
You'd ask that?
Huh?
Would you ask that?
Yeah, if I'm gonna marry you and we're
Yeah,
gonna have
that's true.
kids, you know,
That's true.
I'm
That's
gonna
something you
ask
got to
that.
disclose.
If they don't convert,
Because
you're like,
that means
oh, done.
I'm not limiting myself just to Muslim marriage. I'm limiting myself to any beautiful woman right out there. But I'm like,
a loophole, man. That's what he said.
right. But also I'm like, listen, when I say, hey, I'm looking to date to marry, you agree to that. You're like, I'm looking for the same. I'm like, well, would you convert? Because eventually, if we get married, I want you to be,
Yeah.
you know, have a, cover your hair, have babies, learn how,
Yeah. If they're down for that, sure, why not?
Right.
You'd
But
want
you
your
gotta
chick
be
to wear hijab,
I mean, it's up to her,
but you would appreciate that.
because I'm not the perfect.
It's up to her, but the door is.
Women don't
6
cook
locks is
and
crazy.
clean. I don't want to. No, but I don't mind my wife, like future wife, being ambitious and having a career and
Yeah.
running her business. I don't mind that.
Right.
But because I'm not insecure, she can
Yeah.
even make more money than me.
Yeah.
But there's some stuff I need her to be. If I'm gonna be
Like she has to
married.
show up for you in a way that you want to as well, for her to be able to
Right,
do those
and
things.
she has the
Yeah.
right to demand the same thing.
Yeah.
She said, "Would you convert to Christianity?" I said, "Absolutely not."
Here's my critique of that. I feel like if a woman converts for the man, she does it because she loves him.
Yes.
Not necessarily the religion.
Mm-hmm.
So the kids aren't really gonna be
But-
the
but-
religion.
but
But
when you-
if the mom really doesn't believe in that, she's not. I feel like the kids are not really gonna believe in.
No,
it.
you
The
have
mother doesn't
you have a
believe
good
in it.
point. I'm not just saying convert and then do what the fuck you want. You
Yeah.
gotta still learn the religion and study it, and you know what I mean.
It's a big thing.
They
Yeah,
can do it,
it
but
is.
then they'll always I feel like they'll always hold that over you until they truly fall in love with the religion.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If they fall in love with the religion,
Right.
that's a different story.
I mean, that's a good point. If you believe she would convert because she loves you, but she wouldn't care about the
Yeah, she was like, okay, say,
then
yeah,
you
I'll
shouldn't
read
marry
it.
her, you know
But then
what I mean?
you don't know that because sometimes people do things just for the sake of the other person.
Right.
It isn't until the first baby comes in
Where it
and
becomes
start
an
taking
issue.
diapers that she's
Yeah.
like, yo, this whole thing, by the way. and,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Right.
So it's out of love instead of like actually
Yeah.
believing the
Right.
religion, because the religion is a
Well,
different
that's a
like
nightmare
level.
situation.
Yeah.
Hopefully
I
she
think
wouldn't.
it's a common situation amongst.
leading us
Really?
to all-
Yeah.
Common.
It's common. It's very common.
You gotta.
I've seen
I
this
think
happen.
so. I feel like women that convert to Islam have stayed pretty religious.
They do, or the thing is, if they leave their partner, then they're not religious anymore. I've seen that.
Yeah, if they leave, but I'm saying women that I've seen that converted.
Oh yeah,
That-
there's
that'd be
I'm not
good.
saying it's
That'd be good.
impossible. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you have to do it because you love the religion. Like you really fall in love with God
That makes sense.
and
100%.
Islam
I mean,
instead
if
of
you
the
guys are
person.
practicing it together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You have to teach her, of
then-
course, the salat and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, you have to make sure she loves what she's actually
Right.
doing.
Right.
So you have to make her fall in love twice.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
hard.
damn.
That's
hard.
very
It is very hard.
Well, I mean, I
Maybe
feel like
it's
you should
easier
do
to
that.
marry- Maybe it's easier to marry a Muslim woman,
You should-
But
You should do that
because there's
before
so
the
many
marriage,
beautiful
though.
Muslim women that understand American culture that live here, that
Yeah.
grew up here like us. you know?
Absolutely.
So you can still find
What
one.
do you think if a guy made you convert to be a specific religion? How would you feel? What would you try to do in that situation?
I would try to respect religion. I mean, if it's something that I agree to, like okay, like for example, like Muslim, right? Because I'm Christian, so maybe like Muslim, right? So if I agree to it, then I have to keep my word and then actually like practice,
You
like
practice.
learn it. Yeah, because if it's like an agreement on my part, then
Yeah.
okay, like that's something heavy. I mean, I wouldn't, but if I
Yeah.
were,
Yeah.
then
Right, but see, that's what I'm saying. You have to take her word for it, and if you believe that she's the woman of her word, yeah.
Why is politics more important than religion?
I feel like it really alters your personality, man. Like it affects
More than
it.
religion.
Interesting?
A little
How?
bit more because, for example, right, like if you're very far on the right and then you have a partner who's very far on the left, you're like tiptoeing each other, like you're tiptoeing around the whole time because you can't like bring out specific topics,
Yeah.
because it'll turn into like something heated, especially if you guys are both really stubborn about it, like or like abortion, for example. There's like a child that or like you're pregnant, you don't want it. Like someone in a different political view might be more for it, and another one who's in the other opposite side.
I get
would
what you're
be-
saying. Does
yeah.
religion don't you think religion would affect the political view?
It can.
It can.
It can.
But I feel like if you guys are opposite end of politics, you shouldn't be like married.
Some
getting married.
people are though.
I don't know. I'm saying they
That's
exist,
a-
but I'm saying like when you get to know somebody, you get to know like relationship
Yeah.
status, and,
Yeah.
Values.
history, values, politics.
Yeah.
If they're like, I love Donald Trump, and you're like, I love Kamala, right?
I've never heard anyone say that.
But I'm just making
I go.
Yeah.
like then you're like, okay, this we don't agree on. What else don't we agree on? And then you find
That's something you have to discuss
Yeah, yeah.
before you even get
Yeah,
married.
that's what
but it does affect the
When
relationship.
you're dating, like to date serious, not like
Yeah.
playing, you ask those questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
What do you
It's
think about
important.
this? What do you think about this? What do you think about kids?
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about
People have to take this stuff serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you dating for purpose, you have to ask those questions.
Some people like ruin even not even like normal like love dating relationships, like family,
Yeah.
friendships, like those things have altered just because of politics alone.
100%.
Right.
So it's like this is something you got to disclose
don't
before you
marry
can put a
somebody
ring.
on opposite. It's hard. It's gonna be tough.
It's a
Why
little
would you
bit
wanna
more,
tiptoe
yeah.
in your own home. You know, you're like,
Yeah.
I want to watch the news. I don't want to have to turn it
CNN
off.
is on, and
Right.
you got Joe Rogan in the other
Right.
room.
Yeah. That's another thing. I'm into fitness and I love like podcasts.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and sports. And if my lady's like, I'm sick and tired of watching sports and Joe Rogan all day long.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
That's who I was before I met you.
Yeah.
That means you don't like me.
I'm getting cold plunge because I'm worried about my health.
Yeah.
So politics is a deal breaker.
I wouldn't. Well, it depends on how they are. It depends how you guys. Let me see. Let me think about this. Essentially,
I voted for Trump 3 times, or vice versa. I voted for the Democrats 3 times.
well, how does that affect their personality? How does that affect? Am I able?
They're
to
hardcore.
Stay? Oh, hardcore.
Well, they want their kids to rush the Capitol like they did. On January.
Yeah, they go outside.
Oh, they're one of the people that rushed the Capitol.
No, I mean, they're very political as well.
Yeah,
They're very
I think if we really disagree on the politics, I don't think it can work out.
won't.
Essentially, no.
I don't think you'd be attracted to the person, honestly.
Yeah.
Really?
I think
Yeah.
it's just too difficult. It's
It's
just
just
way too
difficult, yeah.
If I
difficult.
met a girl that's like on Donald Trump,
I'll be attracted to them, but I think it'll be difficult to deal with, and you just have to.
I'm not just saying physical. I just feel like
It turns you off. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
that,
okay.
that magnitude.
The
wouldn't be there. Yeah, you're like,
ideologies.
God damn, I don't even want to talk to this person.
Right, right.
Right.
True.
Like if I met a girl that's attractive and she's like going on Donald Trump rallies, I'm like, I can't fuck with
What if
you.
she's like, hey, can you start speaking like Donald for me?
I can. I'm a comedian.
What?
But that's the problem. I can't fuck with somebody that's hardcore. That's going on up here yelling for Donald no matter what. Because the people that's hardcore like politics, they don't even see the other side.
Yeah.
It's like this is it.
Yeah,
You
so
know?
they have
And
like
then
a
they
very
look stupid on
closed
YouTube when they get
mindset.
interviewed, you know?
It could be like it could be a Democrat too. If you mean,
Yeah, yeah,
Republican,
yeah.
vice
Yeah.
versa,
Yeah, exactly.
You could be a Biden. You could be Joe.
You could be a Joe.
I think I'm in the middle. Like I don't like,
You like
politics when they get too woke either. You know,
Yeah,
we can't say this. We can't get the fuck out of here. You
Yeah.
know? And I don't like when it's like too extreme. This is our guy. We don't care what he did. We're just gonna be with him.
Okay.
You know, like Trump fans. They're,
question.
Like,
So
hardcore.
hypothetically, right? You have a woman, right? And then all of a sudden she comes back to you and she goes, "Oh, I want to convert like gender." And you really love her though, but you really love her, but she wants you to start calling her different pronouns.
You know who you're talking to?
I'm asking a question. Like, let me know.
Let me tell you a background about my life.
Back in Somalia.
African. I'm African. I played sports growing up. My dad is
So
African.
politics do affect it then, because
Yeah, it does.
okay.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't want to extreme walk either. You know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want my kids to learn about gays and.
Whoa!
Hey, I'm saying I don't want them to learn too early when they're like 5. You know what I mean? Let them catch up. Let them be 12. You know? Yeah.
7.
Yeah. If my woman want to become a man all of a sudden, she can go become a man in West Hollywood. You know what I mean?
Would you support her?
Hell no. You just told me.
Yeah, who would? Who would
Yeah.
do that?
Look,
I mean, you're gay.
I met her because I like.
Your life has been a lie.
Let me explain this. The whole thing. Look, I met her because I like her sweet sugar walls. You know, I like her wet
Sugar
sugar walls, right? Now it's the black old man coming out of me. If she got sweet sugar walls, why would I want somebody that's gonna peg me? No, I like sugar walls.
I don't think in the history of the world, if a woman went up to a man and be like, "I want to be a dude" in marriage.
That's fucking
In marriage,
crazy.
I
Yeah,
don't think
that-
it's happened. Has it?
Yes.
Yes,
Caitlyn
that's-
goddamn
No.
Jenner.
Yeah.
That was divorced. Already divorced.
They were divorced already.
A
Oh,
relationship, a
okay.
marriage, and again, he was a dude who became a woman. I'm talking about woman. Woman becoming
Yeah.
a guy.
But then you start
Woman say, "I'm gonna
noticing.
fuck you."
But what if
Yeah,
like you start?
literally.
Like you do.
No, but what
She
if you
goes,
start
"I thought you
noticing
fucking me, I'm
signs
fucking
though?
you now.
What if you start noticing the signs?
It was emasculating thing.
It is. It is.
At that point,
You look with one dick. You go with one dick, and she goes, "I got strap on. You're like, get out of here.
No, but won't there be signs though? Like there would be signs. Like all of a sudden, like your guy starts asking you, like, oh, like you like buy makeup, for example, right? And then your guy's like, oh, is that
Dude,
the
you'll
latest?
know
Like,
if
yeah,
your partner is
there's signs, bro.
tranny. Come on.
There's gonna be.
You will know, bro.
There will be signs, bro. There will be
All
signs.
day, every day, you're going to know.
There will be signs.
Fucking, they're watching
No,
drag
hey,
queens.
I agree with him. I agree with him though. You can't always see the signs, especially if it's a woman.
I think if it's like a drastic change,
You
there will
cannot-
be signs.
Yeah, if it's drastic. But
Yeah.
if they do like buying like little baby dildos, I'm not gonna fucking know. If they're hiding them, you know what I mean?
What if they're in the shower and they gotta plug up their ass?
That's a woman thing. That's a woman thing. They can do that. Yeah.
No, I'm saying the dude.
Oh hell no!
You see a little gem?
I wouldn't know because I'm not with the dude.
You see a
What the
purple
hell?
gem up there?
Why would I see a guy with a blood? What the fuck? I'm not in that room.
Honestly, bro, I want to see
I'm not in that
this.
situation.
I want to see this in like a TV show. This kid.
I've never seen a guy. Oh, even if the guy's becoming a woman and the woman see him? Okay.
No, let's see. Yeah.
Is that right? No woman in the history of the world has ever in America
That has happened, man.
went up to a husband and be like,
I
I'm a
guarantee that's happened
or
in America.
how about not tranny, right? Not tranny, but what if she's like all of a sudden like gay, like full on, like she's switched,
Oh, can I?
dyke.
There's no chance, dude.
That
I would
has
be like,
happened. That's happened. You know what I'm talking
How
about,
bad do
right?
You have to be like your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, all attraction.
Am I
Bro,
fucking
it's
John
happened.
Cena right now, bro? Am I
It has
doing
happened.
that?
You guys just reminded me. This happened to me like a few months ago.
Oh,
You kissed
Can I-
a dude.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, hell no. No, I met this girl. We flirting, right? We flirted for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
for sure.
And then at the end, I asked her number. And she goes, I thought you were like a woman. I go, excuse me? No. I was so mad.
No.
It gets worse.
No.
It gets worse. Listen, let me tell you.
What were you wearing, my guy?
I was basically
What
wearing
were you wearing?
I was wearing like a button-up shirt. No, I had the shirt open. Like open, like a button-up shirt, short, like. Yeah, I did. But look, and I was like, why would you think I'm a woman? What the fuck? I've never had that before.
I'll be mad, dude. I'll be
offended, bro.
so mad.
And I was flabbergasted, right? Because I'm not feminine, right? And I have long hair, but I'm not feminine. And then I was like, what makes you think? What makes you think that? And she was like, oh, I thought you were like a dyke that works out. I was like,
What the
a
fuck?
dyke looks like me? She goes, yeah, you have like a very feminine face and beautiful hair.
No
And
way.
These dykes are working out, taking testosterone. I thought you were like a tall woman that played the WNBA. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck?
What?
This actually happened.
It happened. I was so
Oh my
offended,
God.
but I couldn't get
You
it.
said WNBA?
She goes, you know, there's
Like
girls.
racist.
She like, there's a girl that work out that like a professional athlete, you know,
Okay.
that like turn dyke, they dress like men. And I'm like, I was so offended, bro. And
What
her,
did you say to that? Like, what's your response?
I was like,
I am not
what
a
part?
dyke.
I'm like, what about my voice? I'm like, do I sound like a woman? And she's like, no, but you know,
It's male.
their voice get deeper.
What? She
And
had
I'm like-
all these ideas.
And she had all these answers, and I'm like,
That's a big
I'm like-
assumption, bro. That's
I know,
a
so why
big
would I talk-
assumption.
You have no hair on your body.
yeah, I'm very hair. All the hair goes
Oh
to my head.
wow.
It's like
It's crazy. I can't grow no hair on my body, but I don't think I look feminine.
No.
So you know what I said?
interesting.
I got mad. So I said, "You just trying to play games right now. You just trying to play me. You just trying to play me. You're a fucking fucker. You know?
Oh, what?
You're a fucker." I was like, "You just trying to play
What
me."
kind of girl-
Like I thought she was basically trying to get in my head,
Yeah.
fuck with me.
Uh-huh.
But she's like, "No, I really thought you were like a dyke or."
Oh my
it's lesbian."
God,
He
That's
said that with a
insane,
straight
dude.
face.
Yeah, and I was like, "You just doing that because somebody hurt you." I'm like, and now you're trying to take it out on every man. You probably call this a lot of men. You know, I'm like, this is because her answers were like on point, right? So like, oh, women to take testosterone, they work out, they dress like men, and
She thought you were a dyke.
she thought it was like a girl that like
So a dyke.
Dyke, yeah, basically. I was like,
Did you turn this into a bit?
No, not yet. I just happened
You
a few
should.
months ago.
You
I still can't
should.
believe
Months
it.
ago, no,
I
you
still
didn't.
can't believe it.
That's insane.
He's still healing, bro. He's still healing.
That's so.
all the things.
Bro, that's
except for the
crazy.
reality.
That was the worst turn down I ever got, and I've got get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's
Oh my God.
Part of the competition.
Yeah, you're not even.
You got put on a different team.
Who was the first person you called and told?
I think I told one of my comic friends, and he was laughing. I was like, "It's not funny." I was still hurt. I was still hurt. You know?
Bro, you're still the bit. It's funny.
Yeah, but it was
Straight up
so.
into
You know, like I asked the audience, I'm like, do you guys think I look feminine? You know, do I look like a
Am I
dyke?
old?
They agree.
Do I look like Brittany Griner? I was so bad. But,
Oh my
when you
God.
talk about changing sex, that's what it hit me. I was like, that.
Oh no,
And to
man.
this day, maybe I'm toxic. I think that girl was just trying to hit on men, and she just came up with this elaborate bullshit to fuck with me.
Nah,
What if she's being like legitimate, bro? What if she?
Maybe she did, but I don't see it.
She's in denial. He's still in denial,
You don't
though.
look like it,
Right,
but fucking
right,
A,
right.
man.
Right.
Damn.
In Thailand, you would know less, but
Right.
we're not.
Wait, I want to ask one last question.
Yeah, let's go.
What's your advice to young women out there? You can do both. You can do
Honestly,
both.
communicate. What do you like? Figure out what you want before you go out there. Figure out what you want before you go out there, and just have like some strong ass boundaries.
What if they don't know?
Figure that out. Figure that
How?
out. Don't conform in that whole like casual dating thing. Like figure out what you want. What do you want for your future? Do you want a husband? Do you want to like? Do you see this person that you're with as a good father?
Yeah.
You know, everything else in between. That's something they got to do on their own. That's like their own journey.
So basically, keep it halal, marry.
Keep it
They
all.
mansplain it. Wait, you didn't say men.
Oh, for
yeah,
men.
Yeah, what's your advice to men?
Keep the chivalry alive, man. Keep it alive. You know, have some values. Yeah, have a.
It's always more powerful when you do this. It gets more powerful. You know,
Yeah.
keep chivalry alive.
Basically
yeah.
Trump.
Yeah. No, it's black people.
Oh.
Black power.
Fight.
Fight for your right.
You
Fight
did
for your
that.
right.
You did
Yeah.
that, Trump. Chimp.
Anything
Uh,
else you want to say, or that's it?
That's it. That's all I got.
advice for young men
Man, woman, you can decide whichever. works.
about dating.
Anything.
Anything.
There's a young man listening to you right now.
Go with your gut. If you're a young boy, work hard. Don't take the easy way out. It's a long journey. We always want a shortcut. Don't let social media fuck with you, and always choose to be a guy. Be a man.
Don't switch gender.
Don't switch.
Don't switch the gender
I
now.
mean it that way.
Also that though.
No,
Don't
no,
switch it.
no. I'm saying if always be a man. Always be a man. What I mean is like if you like not working out, you're not doing nothing, you're not pursuing something.
Yeah.
Just look in the mirror, and be like I'm
Oh,
not
get your
doing the
shit
best
together.
I could do. You know,
Get your shit together.
you know, I'm not doing the best I could. So be a fucking man. If you don't have a dad, I'm telling you right now. Which one is my camera? Yeah. Yeah, that one. Be a fucking man. If you don't have a dad, I'm your dad from online right now on the internet.
On virtual fathers.
Look at me. I'm the captain now. That's actually my cousin in that movie. So yeah, fucking do the best you can. Don't be lazy and trying to play a victim. That's
He's
all.
a Somalian Andrew Tate, basically.
You got Captain Phillips's ass.
Yeah, Captain Phillips. I don't know why they didn't cast me.
Okay, what about young women? What's your advice?
Young woman, don't believe these fuck boys. Just stick to your boundaries and don't accept less. Accept more. Want more for yourself. You know, and if you see the red flags, run. Don't think you can fix the man. You can never fix the man till he's ready.
That's fair point.
Yeah, that's all I
That's a
can
good one.
say.
That's a good one.
Thank you guys
Nice.
for coming on.
Of course, of course.
Thank you.
Hopefully you enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Oh, it was fun. Thank
I had a
you.
good time.
Yeah, next time can you bring a toxic lady so we can argue?
No.
We're in the suburbs, bro. It's hard
You
find.
have to supply. You have 20.
Yeah, I know, bro.
Supply toxic woman, man.
I mean, next time I can bring you some of my toxic homegirls.
He pulls up with 25.
Yeah. And I argue with all of
crazy.
them.
Huh?
You know, I argue
You'd
with all of
argue
them.
with
and then
all
they
of
would
them.
never come to my show. They're like,
They said something else.
We should do 25 white women versus black men.
Oh my god.
One Somali.
Nah, that'd be too much.
That'd be hilarious. That would go viral.
yeah.
That would go
Yeah,
Maybe we
viral.
yeah.
can do that.
I thought that's what we were gonna do today. I had 20 ladies argue with me. I thought that's
What did you do?
In Venice?
No, here.
Oh, here.
I thought we were gonna have like 20.
Oh,
you
that's
thought
you
this
thought
was
that's
gonna
what
be-
this is gonna be about. No.
I thought that's what he said. But
That's I didn't say that. I don't know anything.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Of
bro.
course.
thank you. Can we
course.
shout out social media?
Yeah.
Oh,
plug your
yeah.
social media.
Plug yourself.
Yeah.
Plug yourself.
I'm a comedian, Somalian, the only Somalian, the only Swedish comic in Hollywood. Please come support, come watch me. I'll make you laugh. My name is Mowhaaa, MOWHAAA on Instagram and
Triple A.
Twitter.
Do you want to plug your social media?
Oh, okay. I'm private. Private person.
All right. Thank you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.